Hello? Am I live? hmm If anyone is here, say something in the chat. Oh, okay. Hey, Karika. Hello, Chris Lee. Hey, everybody. So I'll give it a few minutes and let people get in here before I talk about like what freaking happened today with the camp that I'm supposed to be filming right now. Can you guys hear me good? I'm in the back of my truck right now. For y'all that don't know, I got a truck cap finally. I wasn't planning on camping in my truck this soon. I was going to fix it up and everything. Y'all can hear me? Okay, thank you. I was going to fix the truck up and everything, but my plans for tonight got completely ruined. So now I'm just doing a truck camp in a random parking lot. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Brian, Greg, Quasi Frodo, Caleb, Bama Camp Boys, John Anderson, Jim Wade. Uh-oh. Can y'all hear that? The fire truck's going by right now. Oh my gosh. All right, so I think we got enough people in here. Um, Let me grab my phone and see if I can show you some pictures. So what I built was a giant fake bush, and I know a giant fake bush doesn't sound like it'd be that complicated, but I'm telling you guys, it cost me hundreds of dollars, and it took me and Karika and my niece a long time to build this thing, and it looked so nice. This is the bush setting out. So that's my fake bush. It was 6.5 feet long, 6.5 feet long, 3.5 feet tall, 3.5 feet wide, and you could climb inside of it. And so that's what I was going to camp in tonight. And this guy comes up and sets up, starts playing his guitar for money and stuff. And here's another picture of it. And so I'm waiting on the guy to leave. You can see my door right there. The door is kind of obvious when we're carrying it, but when it's sat down, it's blended in very well. But anyway, so I'm waiting on the guy to leave. I leave for like 20 minutes. I come back and it is gone. Y'all, I had this bush. I had these U-shaped stakes that went around the wood. So it had a wood frame with chicken wire on it. And then I wrapped that in gardening fabric. So gardening fabric, then chicken wire. Then I took the boxwood panels and we zip tied those all over this thing. I got real limbs off of real bushes and put them all over that so that it wouldn't be perfectly flat, so that it would have limbs sticking up so it looked real. I got fake leaves and like weaved it through there. I mean, this thing looks so good. Anyways, I left it alone for like 20 minutes and it is gone when I get back. So we start asking around, and someone's like, "Yeah, this guy, the guy who's playing guitar, loaded it up and left with it." Oh my gosh! So I was looking for him all day. I'll find him, but I don't know how long it's going to take. I am a little bit afraid because this is a small town. I'm afraid word's going to get back to him, and he might just try. He might get scared and destroy it or something. I saw some people comment when I made a post about it, like, "Oh, you should call the cops or something." But I had it behind a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on my private property, so I don't even know if that's illegal. You know what I mean? It was on. It was kind of on public property, so I don't even know if. And plus, I don't want to get the cops involved. I just want my bush back. I don't want the guy to get arrested, even though he should not have taken it. Like I don't know what. I don't know. It was. You could tell this thing was like. Yeah, I mean, it had LED lights inside of it. There was a rug inside of there. Like it was nice in there. So he had to know that that was not just some like janky fake bush. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just don't want the guy to destroy it. Just the greenery, that boxwood, those panels that are on the outside of it, that cost me over $200 just to buy that stuff to hang on the outside. Like 6 or 7 months ago, I tried to make this bush, but I was just trying to do it very cheaply, and I had some like fake leaves and stuff that I bought off Temu, and I tried putting it on a tent, and it looked horrible. So I decided, like, when I got the money, I was going to buy like the best realistic looking stuff I could find, so it would look real, and it looks so good. I was so excited for this, and now it's just gone. But I'm just hoping he doesn't destroy it. I'm hoping he, you know, I'm gonna find him, like guaranteed. I'm gonna find the guy. Just hope he doesn't mess it up before I find him or sell it or something like that. But who's buying a giant fake bush? I don't know. Anyways, oh, and I see some people saying homeless. He was not homeless. This guy's not homeless. He has a house. I mean, we talked to people that know him, but they wouldn't give up his name. His first name is John. I know that, but he's not homeless. I saw a lot of people like in the other posts saying that. He has a house. He just comes out sometimes and he plays guitar on the side of the road trying to get money. And anyways, so that's why I'm in this truck right now and not inside my awesome bush. And another thing is, I had to order all that stuff. Like, if you go to Lowe's and just try and buy that boxwood stuff, it's like $40 per every 2 feet or something like that. And I can't remember how many feet I used, but it was like, I don't know, 60 feet, maybe something like that. Don't quote me on that because I'm not really sure. But I'm so bummed, y'all. This is something I've wanted to do for so long. I have another build that I'm also going to do, and it'll be much harder to steal. It's much bigger. So, but yeah, okay. Let me read the chat a little bit. Damn, I'm just so bummed with that, though. All right, let's see here. I'm probably not going to be able to get everybody's questions. I'm just going to start. I'm just going to jump in here. Chris says, "What's up, champion?" David, hey, from Bedford, Pennsylvania. There's Tony, Random Adventures 2.0. What would he even want the bush for? That's crazy. I don't know. There's no way he knew how expensive that boxwood paneling was, I don't believe. Because I didn't know it was that expensive till I was looking to buy it. Really sucks. Yes, it does, Delnick. Sandy Brand. Hey, Sam Bananas, too bad you didn't have an air tag in there, but no way you could have predicted someone would steal it. That's crazy. I know. He would have never, ever known that it wasn't a real bush if he wouldn't have been right beside it. I don't know when he noticed it wasn't real. Like, and it was staked down. So, I mean, he would have really had to, like, rip it up out of the ground. Like, if you pushed on it, it wouldn't move. So I really didn't think anybody was gonna figure it out that it wasn't real, other than somebody who's like, hey, that bush wasn't there before. But if you saw a bush that you thought wasn't there the day before, would you pull over and go investigate it? I don't think anybody would have known or investigated it whatsoever if he wouldn't have just happened to set up right beside it and was just there, like, feet from it, looking at it all day. I don't know. Anyways. Bendy Gremlin should have told him to leave it alone. Thank you guys. Hey, Bananas, thank you, brother, for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. The Outdoorsman, hey, man. Thank you. I just donated to you. Don't give that back to me. Thank you, though, buddy. I really, really appreciate it. Outdoorsman says you're getting too big for your small town. Hey, I did get recognized while I was out eating yesterday. I don't know if I got the guy's name, but his son's name was Cole. So, hey, Cole, if you're watching this. Are we back? Are we back? Can y'all see me again? Hello? I think we're back. Okay, good. I accidentally clicked off of it. I literally just clicked off. I was gonna show y'all something. I think. What was I talking about? Anybody remember what I was talking about before we lost it? Dang it. Oh, I know. Somebody sent a super chat. Oh man, Jim Wade. Thank you for joining the Champion Tribe. Um, Oh, Rebecca, here's a few bucks that will help you out for the rebuild. Thank you, Rebecca. Y'all don't have to send me money. That's not why I didn't come on here to like beg you guys for money or anything. I just wanted to let y'all know because I know I built this up, this this video up because I was really excited about it, and so I just wanted to come on and explain to you guys why tomorrow's video isn't going to be like the build that I said it was going to be because dude stole it. I'm sorry if anyone else gave me a super chat and I didn't see it. Wait, is that one? Oh, Tony, put an ad in the paper with a picture of a bush saying you want to buy it for $20. That's a good idea, Tony. You know what, guys? So there was another guy who he's a street artist and he paints pictures and stuff like that. And I was talking to him to see if he knew the guy, and he did know of him. He said the guy actually ran him out of that spot that used to be his spot. But anyways, he had some cool paintings. I ended up buying a painting from him, so that was cool that I got to meet him. But I still would have rather had my bush. But it is a cool painting. I wish it's in the truck. I just don't have it back here. Thank you, Jim Wade. Man, you guys are so good. Thank you so much for that. Let me read some of these comments. Brian, Montana, Todd, so disappointed that this clown stole your bush. I have a feeling you'll find it. I'm going to find it. I mean, unless he destroys it or something, I will find the guy. Like I said, this is a small town. I know a lot of people around here, a lot of people. I'll find the guy. I just hope I just hope he's like not thinking he's going to get in trouble, so he may just lie about it. Because all I want is it back. I just want it back. I obviously can't do the camp around here now. I'll have to take it somewhere else, but I just want it back. Thank you, Zaxter. I appreciate that, buddy. Pam Lawson says hello from North Carolina. Brett says, I'm always looking for areas to camp. Have you ever took viewer ideas for camp? Yeah, people give me ideas all the time. I don't know if I can't remember if I've done one or not. I've went and looked at some places that viewers have told me about. There's a really cool cave someone told me about, but it's hard to get to, and there's not a lot of parking around it. Did you take photos of it that you could share with us? So I do have pictures of the bush, but I mean, believe me, if you saw a 7-foot bush out in the wild, you would know it. And the guy, I think he's like in his 50s, long hair. But you know what's crazy is he had a thing for Cash App to donate money. I didn't get his Cash App name or I'd be able to find him. But I was going to give him some money too. This is the guy. I even thought about going up to him asking him if I could play like guitar with him, I thought it was funny that he was out there beside the bush. And I even, like, a part of me even considered telling him, like, hey, this is what I'm doing, you know? That way I could just go ahead and get in it because he'd been there for a long time. But then I was like, no, I don't want to tell him. I don't know. T. Lee says, dude, where's my bush? Oh, I watched Steve Wasson's video today. It was a hoot, man. Is his hair getting longer? Oh my gosh. I haven't watched Steve's video today. I've been so busy with all this crap. I haven't even got a chance to watch it. His hair probably is getting longer. It's getting really long. Todd, you should do a Dollar General budget challenge and some dumpster diving. Need to rejuvenate with some Alabama dumpster order. That's true. I did buy a bunch of 1-star Amazon stuff to do like an Amazon camping challenge. I just haven't done it yet. I got a tent and a air mat and a stove and all this stuff for like under $40, I think. Oh man, thank you, Mary. I really appreciate that. Geez, guys, I might have enough money to rebuild the bush now. Honestly, the most expensive part is that Man, thank you, Mary. The most expensive part is that freaking boxwood paneling. Like you can get generic stuff, but it just looks horrible. But the really good stuff is expensive. Gene Ann, did your bush have full coverage or just liability? It's just a liability so far. Magic, Magic Man. Thank you for the donation. Take his guitar. He says. To be honest, it didn't look like that great of a guitar, and I live in an RV, so I really can't fit. We already have two guitars in there. Effley, is that how you say that? EP Helly, Effley, Champion. Yo, hope your night is going good. It's doing better now that I'm kind of set up for the night. It's been pretty stressful. Rick says, "Who takes another man's bush?" Honestly, I know, right? Dang. Terry, we want the bush, dude. I want my bush so bad. I would do anything to be inside my bush right now. I should have been cozy, like snugged up in my bush right now, watching Steve's new video. Man, Greg, most bushes only borrowed. Let's see that shirt. Oh yeah, this is a new shirt. Just it's just camping with champion, but I used a font this other YouTube channel used that I used to watch before they quit called J Stew. Um, but they quit. But anyways, they used this font. And I really liked it, so I used it to make a Camping with Champion logo. I really like this, and y'all seen my stickers, most of you. That sticker, I actually made it like 7 8 months ago. The design for it because I thought I was going to do the bush camp then. So I made the sticker of me coming out of a bush, right? So, uh, but then the bush thing didn't work out, and now here tonight, I was going to try and add that onto a shirt to like commemorate the bush camp, but got stolen. Jay Stu was goaded. Man, I love Jay Stu. I wish they wouldn't have quit. Alabama Grana? Alabama Grana. So excited to see you on here, but if I ever see you climb another cliff, you're in big trouble, Mr. Champion. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that, but I really wanted my drone back. And that other guy, Mikey, geez, he climbed right up that thing. And I'm telling you, I don't know if you could really tell how steep it was when he climbed up there, but there was one spot where I had gotten to that it literally was just like a straight drop, and all that rock was like shale or something like that, so it would just crumble under your hands and feet. So, but he climbed right up there and got it. Dad, daughter, outdoor habit came out of a bush in almost 50 years. Stephen Coward, champ, shout out my wife, Chelsea. It's our anniversary. Love her so much. Chelsea, Stephen loves you. Happy anniversary, guys. Uh, Pat Shankle, hi, hey from Kansas. Hey, Pat. I've never been to, yeah, we have. I was about to say I've never been to Kansas, but I think we've been to, no, wait. I haven't ever been to Kansas. I don't think. Oh, let's see. Trying to make sure I don't miss any super chats. Okay. Greetings from the south side of Chicago, bro. That's from Harvey. Harvey, I have a friend who lives in Chicago, and I wanted to go down there and camp on what is it called? What is it called? Lower Whacker Drive or Lower Whacker Drive. That's I don't know if you guys know about that if you're not from Chicago, but it's literally like underneath the city, like, and then under it's called Lower Whacker Drive, goes under the city of Chicago. Then there's another one called Lower. I think it's called Whacker Drive that goes under that. So, and I heard people used to street race under there and stuff, but I have a friend who lives there in Chicago. I'm trying to get him to go camping with me down there. The one and only, if you're ever in New Mexico, we can take you camping on the res. I'm sure I will be in New Mexico at some point. I've said this a million times, but I want to do a stealth camp in every single state. Leonard, ever been in Oklahoma? I don't think so. To be honest, I've been to every state from, let's just say, Missouri over and straight and north of Alabama. So, and there's a whole half of the country that I may have like. My mom used to be a truck driver when I was a teenager, and I've rode with her, up to California and stuff. But I don't really count that, But when me personally, like driving or going spending time in a state, I've never really been past. Well, actually, we went to Texas. I take that back. We went and stayed in Lake Whitney, Texas, for a while. That's as far as I've been in Texas. So down through Louisiana up to Texas. That's as far west as I've been. And I haven't been anywhere like South Dakota or Colorado or any of those kind of states. Washington. Uh, where's Tech? Lake Whitney. Let's go. I love Lake Whitney. It was a really cool place. Uh, Content Angel Todd Telcaker. Thanks for the letter. Thanks for a letter. You spend so much time doing this. We appreciate you. Well, she's reading it. She's here. She's moderating, so she definitely saw that. T-Man Blair, if you find yourself in Portland, Oregon, I know the most epic spots to stealth camp. I was homeless for 4 years and found some awesome stuff. Oh, nice. What I need to do is start a list of states and like a map or something that I can like save these on when you guys tell them to me, because like you'll say there's been times I do these live streams and somebody will tell me something and I remember saying like, oh, I'll write that down or something, and then literally 5 minutes after the live stream's over, I don't think about it again for like 6 weeks. uh, Todd, you should get a busker's permit and go by the guitar thief spot. He doesn't have a permit to be there. Matter of fact, one guy we talked to today said he got arrested once for playing like too close to the street or at a stop sign or something like that. So he definitely doesn't have a permit. One person told us that his family worked in the restaurant right there and they allowed him to play there or something like that. Daryl Wilcox, thank you, buddy, for the donation. I appreciate that. Dylan Laws, hey Todd, been a long time watcher. Love the videos. Are we in for some truck camping soon? Well, I'm camping in my truck right now. It's not. It's not. I mean, literally all I did was sweep it out, and I went to Dollar Tree and got some cheap outdoor rugs and threw it in here and put a cot in here. That's I don't know if I can show y'all around, but that's pretty much it tonight. There's really not much to show. Also, you'll see it in the video tomorrow night. Anyways, I'll give you a full tour. But I'm going to put insulation foam in here. I'm going to carpet this. I was going to put like a spray-on bed liner on the truck cap, but I've been watching videos and stuff, and I want to put like foam up here and then put carpet over it and all that stuff. I might be able to even record music in here after I get it all set up. Richard Collier, love your show, brother. Need to try a haunted place sometime. Richard, my first name's Richard. I don't know if you knew that, but so I have camped somewhere that people said was haunted. I camped in something called the Haunted Children's Playground in Huntsville, Alabama. It's the biggest cemetery in Alabama, like 80,000 graves or something like that. But I didn't see any ghosts. Of course, to be honest, once it got dark, I hid my tent. I only came out to get footage of the playground at night because I knew camping there, I had to go at least one time at night and look around the graveyard. But other than that, when it got real dark, I just hid inside my tent and zipped it up and was too scared to come out. Okay. I'm so behind this. Oh my God, there's 440 people here. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. That makes me kind of nervous, to be honest. Thomas, you didn't see the ghost, but they saw you. Maybe. Peace be with you. Hey, Todd. Hello, everyone. Hey there. Oh, hey, Gene. Gene Dutton is usually helps moderate the live streams, but I didn't even tell him about it today. This was kind of a last-minute decision to do this. I usually only do these live streams when we hit like a milestone or something, you know? But I just figured, like, after I made that post today about my thing getting stolen, I don't like to be vague and be like, oh, my build got stolen, and then not tell people what it is. I was just hoping that I could find it and then still surprise everyone with it tomorrow. But then I realized, like, I wasn't going to be able to find it today, so I figured I'd do a live stream and just explain everything that was going on. Hey, Big Guy Outdoors. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Brenda Lee, it's cool to see you live, though. Thank you. Did the winner of the camp stove ever reach out? Yeah, they did, and they got it Tuesday. They got it Tuesday. And Shy Guy, Karika, did Todd get his stuff back? Are you talking about the bush, Shy Guy? I'm not sure what you mean. Gene, I see you with the arrows. I'm sure I missed tons of questions. Uh, Green Avenger Adventures, what's up, brother? Huge fan, thank you. Dylan Laws, ever plan to come to Arkansas for some camps? Yeah, at some point. Where are we at? I think somebody said Shy Guy, the guy that stole it sucks. Bubby is my homeboy, Todd. It is awesome seeing you camping in all these places where I grew up. I literally came back here to do this because I know the area so well. So when I was deciding, like, okay, I'm gonna really try and make videos every single week. That's why I came back to Alabama because I really know the area and stuff, and I figured it would be easier to get to do the videos somewhere I was more comfortable. Uh, Alabama Granny, your favorite YouTube channel. Guys support locals. Thank you. Terry May, sorry that guy stole your bush toy. Me too. Nixon living life. Let's collab. I want to stealth camp. To be honest, people don't like it when I do collabs. Oh my gosh. Like I'm still gonna do collabs every once in a while, but I probably won't try and do any like back to back anymore because this is kind of like how I'm making a living now, and I really can't afford to have two videos in a row not do well because I mean it's like I think I've told y'all before I probably make after taxes like $500 a week doing this, and if I don't hit like 20 something thousand views on a video, I won't make that. And I really just can't afford not to get those kind of numbers now, unless I have a sponsor, which I have gotten a couple sponsors lately. I'm sure you guys noticed. That really, really helps out. I'm gonna do a giveaway in tomorrow's video too. So I had a sponsor last week, Tide Weed, that it's a hunting company. That raincoat, I'm not lying, just because they sponsor me. That raincoat really is great. So if any of you guys bought it, you're definitely gonna like it. But what I'm thinking is every time that I get a sponsor, maybe I'll do a giveaway or something like that. This is kind of like a little way of like giving back to you guys, because obviously I wouldn't have a sponsor ever if it wasn't for you guys watching the video. Alabama Granted. So anything you're in need for your camping channel? No, honestly, I have all the gear that I could ask for. There's stuff that I want just because I want it. Not I don't need anything at all. So you don't have to send me any camping gear, nothing like that. I got a storage building with tons of camping gear because of y'all. Rock Steady would love to see you do more lives on site. Yeah, I can do that more. Sometimes I've never done it because I don't want to get caught sometimes. And like I know all of you guys think everyone loves me, but they don't. There's people out there who would love to see me get busted, That's why I don't usually do the lives from an actual camping spot. Where was that question? Michael says, Dad, there is a ghost behind you. Terry May, Todd, are you coming to PA in May? Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be at Tony's meetup May 23rd, I believe it is. I'll definitely be there. I know Kevin from Small Plots is going to be there. Probably Sam Bananas. I can't remember if he told me he was going or not. Yeah, Tony will be there. Nikki, good evening from Nova Scotia. Good evening. I want to get up to Canada too this summer if I can. Mara Jaden, I've been watching some of your older videos. You have some hilarious camping disasters. The one I watched, oh my God, the one I watched last night was in the corn maze where you forgot to bring toilet paper. That was rough. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys ever had to use a corn stalk as toilet paper, but it ain't fun. Alabama Grant, do you have a fan or a way to cool the camper shell off in Alabama heat? I do have a fan. I have it in here too. A subscriber sent me a fan last year. Yeah, so I definitely, that thing was a game changer this summer too. Like you would think if it's 100 degrees outside, you're like, what's a fan going to do? Just blowing hot air on me. But it really, really helps. Y'all, I made this bush or this, bought this plant and I got these LED lights and I put them on here and everything and made these vines on here. And I got some twine so I could hang it up. So I wanted to hang a fake plant inside of my fake bush, you know. I thought that would be funny, but yeah. I was thinking about that corn husk video earlier. Actually, they look soft, but I was hoping that it was absorbent as well. It wasn't that soft, honestly. It wasn't horse. I mean, you know, it could have been a lot worse. You know. Nestle Crunch. How about that snow we had last week, dude? Can you believe that? Literally, it was like 80 degrees. Then it was snowing. Now it's back to like the high 70s or something. Arton Ticks, Todd, you have a beautiful nature. Your mom brought you up well. Oh, I lost it. Oh, there it is. My partner and I really enjoy watching you here in Oz. Thank you. Thank you so much. Joseph Davidson, keep it up, brother. Watching from Decatur. That's where I got my I went to truck driving school in Decatur, Alabama. And then I think I got my CDLs in Coleman. I can't remember. Ashley writing, it's awesome to see how much success you've had the last few months. Very well deserved. I knew you would blow up. I have been watching since 3K. God bless you. Thank you. God bless you too. Pat Shankle, it was 86 here today. There's a question for Karika. Is there any previous stealth camps Todd did you wish you would have joined? Honestly, there's not many of them. I don't know if she's ever been like, dang, I wish I would have been there on that one. The heave-ho. You still got those boots you ganked from those bushes. Just kidding. They were abandoned up for grabs. I never did take them. So I actually went back. What was it? I think it was the next day after the camp or a few days after. I can't remember. But I went back to see if they were still there. If they would have still been there a few days later, I would have gotten them, honestly. But I didn't take them right then because I didn't want, like, somebody could have been living back there in the woods and that was their boots. So I decided I wasn't going to take them, even though they fit. But I did go because we went to Spirit Halloween like a few days later with the kids. So I went back there and checked and they were gone. Tea Leaf, has the police put out a bolo for your bush yet? And no, be on the lookout. I'm trying to keep the cops not involved. I'm actually cool with the police around here. I've been having I've talked to them a few times here lately, just around town. I think I mentioned this in a video. I was looking behind a store one night. A cop pulled up. He knew who I was, and they've been really nice to me. So, I don't want to involve them or have any interactions if I don't absolutely have to, because they kind of let me do my thing. So I don't want to stir any trouble or anything. R. Scott, hey Todd, how's it going? Are we getting a new video tomorrow? I got my 6-pack on chill, waiting for a new video. Yeah, so I'm filming tonight, and I'm going to try and do some editing tonight. That way I don't have to do so much tomorrow, so I can hopefully get the video out on time. I got to be honest, I was so bummed about the bush. I was like, I'm not even making a video this week. I was so upset about it, and Sam Bananas told me, he's like, dude, I know you don't want to do it, but you should film something anyways, just film, just talk about what happened with the bush and all that stuff. And I was like, and I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I could sit here and be sad about it the rest of the night or whatever, or I could just, move on and do something else. So then I was like, okay, I'm still going to make a video. And that's when I went and cleaned out the back of my truck and got a cot and my chair in here and stuff, and decided I would just camp in the back of my truck. Uh, we can fix it. Is Is the camper on your Dodge truck? Yeah. Yeah, the camper's on my Dodge. I posted a picture of it on my Facebook group. It's red, just like my Dodge is, but it's a little bit lighter of a red. It looks like it's the same in pictures, but in real life, it's a little bit lighter, so it's kind of two toned. We love to keep your channel clean, and we can watch it with the grandkids in there. Well, thank you. Yeah, I try not to cuss or anything like that. There was like the second video I ever made, I think I said a cuss word, and I was drinking beer in that video too. But to be honest, it was like in the beginning I didn't know. I thought like if you're stealth camping and stuff, that's what you had to do, right? Like you had to drink a beer and all that stuff. And then it's just not, that's not my style of video. And once I, found how I like to make videos and stuff, I cut all that out. Nestle Crunch, Campin Champion. There is an abandoned mansion near me, like 2 minutes away. I would walk in it, but not by myself. I only record games at the moment for me. Anyways, if you ever want to come see it, it's Wood Mansion. Wood Mansion. Carrico, write that down if you want. if you hear me. Wood Mansion. My nose is stopped up. I think it's like the pollen or something. T-Man Blair, Todd is committed to the videos, even if the 5-0 rolls up and boots from any spot. That's called dedication. Man, I couldn't believe that one night. I cannot believe I got caught twice. That rock thing, it was actually pretty lucky that he caught me when he did, because I was about to go get my car, park it right beside the rock, climb on top of it, and then throw the grappling hook over it. And then I figured I would, after I got the grappling hook on there, I'd take the car and move it, So I'm actually pretty happy he caught me when he did, because it would have been highly embarrassing if he would have came up and I would have been on the roof of my car with a grappling hook. Oh, my goodness. Did I miss it? Brett a day. You should try and do a stealth camp at the Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville. I did. Me and Carrico went up there. We walked around, and there was just no good spot to do it. I wanted to. So if you look on Google Maps, there's a rocket. Unless it's changed since the last time I looked, there was a rocket they have set up that I could have gotten under and camped under, but it was like things had gotten moved around since then. When I actually went up there in person to look at it, like the rockets, I think maybe there were different ones or they got moved to different locations or whatever, but I couldn't find any like really good spot. And I didn't want to, like, I know you can pay and you go in the back or whatever, I think, but I didn't want to like be there inside after hours if they close, if that makes sense. I wanted to be like outside on their property. Olmsted, did you already talk about your truck topper? Yeah, I mentioned it. So I got this in Georgia. I messaged a guy, and I was actually going to swing by and see Gene Dutton because he's a moderator. He was in Georgia on my way there, and the guy with the truck topper messaged me. It's like, hey, if you want it, you got to come get it tonight. This is like 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and it was like a 4-hour drive. So I ended up going like in the middle of the night, and getting this truck topper. It was like midnight, 1 a.m. or something when I got there to get it. But I didn't want to not go get it because I've been looking for this for so long. And it's like, this truck is a weird size. It's 6'4", so it's like 77 inches by 67 inches. And it's a strange size. It was hard to find for this. And I don't know why, but people who sell truck toppers, they do not put the dimensions on it. And then when I ask them about it, they just never respond. So, uh, Asa Park, when will you camp in your camper? Which one are you talking about? You talking about this? Because I'm camping in this right now. I also have a bike camper that my cousin John is building. He said he's getting close on it too. And I'm going to take it on like a couple 100-mile trip. Um, I also have another camper that I'm building. I wish I could tell you guys what it was. I got it, not yet, them. I got them about a month or two ago. No, probably about a month ago. And I've mentioned this before, but I live in an RV park. And the man, I wish I could just tell y'all what it is, but I don't want to ruin it. Anyways, I had these things on my trailer. I have a 4x8 foot utility trailer, and the guy who owns the RV park was like, "Hey, man, you got to get that out of here." I was like, "Okay," so I had to move it. I shouldn't even talk about it since I can't tell you what it is. I hate when people do that. Like, I don't know why I did that. Let's see. We can fix it. I live right next to Myrtle Beach. We haven't been to the beach in a long time. We've never been to Myrtle Beach. We're going to Florida this summer, though. Bubba did it. Just got done watching Steve Walsh's new video, Crazy Drivable Tent, and here you are. It's a great night. I can't wait to watch that. I knew his was going to come out tonight too, so I was hoping, like, I would be inside my bush watching him in his drivable tent. I thought that was going to be really cool, and I was going to show a little bit, of his video in my video. Uh, just didn't work out that way. Daryl Wilcox, try stealth camping out here in the desert. Man, I don't know how fun that would be. It'd be very hot. Eddie Webb, hope you give the ukulele a chance. You will learn the chords in 5 minutes. Very lightweight to take on camp. Man, they are fun to play. Are you the one that commented about the ukulele? I should give it a try. Someone commented and said, um, that if you play guitar, then it was like pretty easy to learn ukulele. That would be nice. A little. I have my guitar here tonight. I don't know if I'm going to play it or not. T-Man Blair, thank you for the donation, buddy. I appreciate that. Sandy Brand, oh wow, Steve Wallace back at it. I think he had stopped for a minute. Yeah, he had like a family tragedy. He stepped away for a few minutes, and I think Steve is at the point where it's like, people tell him, we'll watch you do anything, right? You can go camp, you can just sit at your house and talk, and we'll watch. But, I think Steve likes to make videos that are fun for him, as well as the audience. So I don't think he wants to, as far as I understand it, doesn't want to keep just traveling around looking for stealth camping spots. So I think he's moving on to different stuff, like building the drivable tent, which I think is a cool idea. But yeah. Florida Swamp Monkey, North or Orlando? We're going to Palm Coast, Florida. That's where we're going. Palm Coast, Florida. Matthew Mastera, try camping at the City Harbor in Gville. We've looked around there. I've looked around there. Bubba did it outdoors. He looked pretty happy tonight. I think he's talking about Steve. David McDaniels, hey Todd, we love to watch all of your videos. Keep up the good work from Whiteville, North Carolina. Thank you, buddy. Gina Ann, have you ever tried camping at a railroad station, camping in one of the cargo cars? I haven't. I want to do a train camp, but I don't know if I want to do it in an active train. Northwest Wind actually got in trouble for that. He had to go to court and everything because someone ratted him out after he camped in a train car. I do know where a train caboose is. It's not in use. It's actually just in a like on display, like a monument or something like that. I may camp in there. Rebel Jew, try camping at Alabama Stadium. I thought about that too during the was it last year's A-Day game? I think it was. I was gonna like so I wanted to go in and literally hide in the stadium and camp inside of it, but like I don't know, just in places where they close the doors and lock the doors at night. I don't ever want to do that because then at that point you're kind of like you're kind of committing a crime a little bit because they're locking the place up. If you're not allowed to be in there at a certain time, and like if the front doors aren't open and you can't walk in there or walk out of there, then like hiding in a Walmart or something like that. Believe me, I've had those thoughts, but I've never done it because then I feel like I'm kind of crossing the line there a little bit. Like with the movie theater camp that I did with Northwest Wind, I felt weird about that one before we did it too. And I told him, I was like, man, I don't know about this. But the only reason I did it was because that place is open 24 hours a day. So it's not like they locked the place up and all that stuff. So I didn't feel like it was as bad as like hiding in a Walmart when they close or something like that because it never actually closed. Um, Sandy Brand, yes, do what's fun for y'all folks. Well, folks will watch if they like it, but do you? Yes. Uh, Bubba did it. Do you like make up your own words to different tunes or make up different tunes to certain words? I'm not sure what you mean. Make up your own words to different. You mean like if I write a song, do I come up with the music first and then the lyrics, or the lyrics first and then the music? If that's what you mean. I always come up with the lyrics first because I have songs I can't even play. Like I've written songs that I'm just not good enough to play guitar with, so I just sing them to myself. uh, Jean Ann, you need to write a song about your stolen bush. Maybe I will. Where's Tex? I saw some guys hide in a Costco. They set off an alarm. Not good. Are you talking about that channel Just for Fun? Because there's a channel called Just for Fun, and it's either a Costco or a Sam's Club. They hid up in the not the rafters, but the shelving units, and then they tried to leave during the night, set off all the alarms. If that's what you're talking about, they actually got banned for life from those stores for doing that. Yeah, they're not allowed back in there anymore. They got banned for life from Costco. I don't ever want to get banned for life from anywhere. I pushed my luck a little far with Lowe's. Man, there's still some good spots at Lowe's too that I wanted to do, but I can't do it anymore. At least not at my Lowe's because they know. Oh man, a car just came in the parking lot I'm in. Awkward. They kept going. Must be getting busted on my live stream. Okay, they kept going. Thank you, Jennifer Humphreys. How do I find Just for Fun? It's spelled like just, Just, and then the number 4, and then fun. Shane Jensen, I just logged in. Did you finally get a cap for your truck? Yes, I did. Like a week ago, I think I got it. It fits perfectly. You're buffering in and out, but I got you. Am I still buffering? Can you guys? Is it good? I'm having to use my hotspot to do this live. I'm using my MacBook, but I'm using my phone's hotspot. Let me make sure my phone's not dying. Okay. Truck caps seem like the best vehicle camping situation. Yeah, I really like it. Like people suggested some truck tents, and I love those things too. They look awesome. But with a truck tent, you have to like stop and you got to set it up and all that stuff. I like this because like when I go to Tony's meetup in May in Pennsylvania, I'll take my truck and I'll just climb in the back here and camp on my way up there. I don't have to set anything special up. Like I can just go to a Walmart or a Cracker Barrel truck stop, whatever, and just climb back in here and camp. Thank you, Ken Fender, and thank you, Almost Anything Outdoors. And I really appreciate that, guys. Kind Forever 2. Are you camping for your video tomorrow? Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I don't know. Thought I lost you guys again. I'm kind of bummed. Like I feel like this video is not going to be great because I'm just camping in my truck. But I don't know. It's better than not having a video at all, I guess. Rodney, how is the puppy? Take care, Todd. He is freaking crazy. Like when he's after he's been sleeping, and I had a nap and stuff. The puppy is wild. He's so funny though. This is so weird, but when we first got him, he would stand up on his two legs, on 2 feet, and he would pee, just standing up like a human and pee. It was crazy, and I secretly was kind of hoping that he would never stop doing it. Can you imagine how funny it would be if I had a dog that just stood to pee at all times? Oh my gosh! But he started peeing normally now, so dang it. I can't wait to bring him out. We got to take him to the vet tomorrow to get his third round of parvo shots. And then either they'll say that he's good to go, or they'll tell us, to like keep him in for 2 more weeks. So it really depends on like your town, right? Your vet will let you know how bad the parvo and stuff is. And some places you can take them out sooner, some places you can't. I would suspect it's bad around here probably because there's tons of stray dogs and stuff. Oh man, thank you. Thank you again, Beck Sylvius. You don't have to do that, guys. I'm telling you, none of you watching right now have to give me any money. Like, I do appreciate it, but at the same time, I feel kind of bad because it's not. Sometimes I say stuff in videos like, I'll just mention something, and then you guys will send it to me, and then I feel bad because it's like that's not what I'm trying to do. If you get what I mean, I really, really freaking appreciate it. And if I have to rebuild the bush, this is going to come in super handy. But hopefully we can find it, and then we'll use that money. I'll use the money to do the other build I'm doing. Pat Shank, I'll watch you on 4 a.m. on Fridays. Oh, dang. Colton Brooks, do you ever watch any UK stealth camping like Blah Outdoors? Oh yeah, I've watched Blah lots of times. Man, he gets wasted. I don't know how he does it. I would be so hungover if I drank as much as he did. Oh my goodness. Also, one of my kids' first name is Colton. So nice name. Where's Tex? Oh, thank you for the donation, brother. Dude, I love how genuine you are. Please never lose that, no matter how big your channel gets. I will not. I will always just be me, guys. I never thought we'd get this many subscribers, if I'm being honest. Not this fast, for sure. Mort, I hope you get it back bald. Oh my god, I didn't get that at first. Oh my god. Amateur politist just popped in to say that I'm just one of many big fans. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ace apart. My friend found a puppy that was about 5 or 6 weeks old. Someone dumped it on the road that has no houses. Let my daughter foster it. The Humane Society is helping out, giving. Got a feeling she's going to keep it. That's what happened with we have a dog. I'm not sure how old she is because she was full grown when we found her. But we've had her for like 11 or 12 years, something like that. Between 10 and 12 years, we would say that. And we picked her up on the side of the road. She was pregnant. And I told Kerrick, I was like, look, we'll take her home. We'll take care of her until she has the puppies, and we'll find a place for her, and we'll find houses for the puppies. Well, we found houses for the puppies, but 12 years later, we still have Harley. Beck says, well, thank God he didn't steal your guitar, because I tell you what, I would be down and out devastated if my Taylor guitar got stolen. Oh, my God. I'd be looking for him a lot harder than I am for my Bush if he stole my guitar. That Bush cost me half as much as my guitar did, though. Kind forever. That bridge video got you on the algorithm quick. Yeah, it did. That's one of the. So when that cop that I was talking about earlier found me that one night looking behind the building, He's like, yeah, me and the guys watched your video at the station. So like him and the officers all watched the video. So I think everybody in my town has seen that one. I can't believe how well that video took off too. I really felt like nothing happened that night. I just hung out under a bridge. Kim Henry, pick yourself up, champion. New subscriber here. Love your videos. Thank you, Kim. Killer B, you should do a stealth camp in Texas, Todd. A lot of great places to camp here in Texas. Great videos. Keep doing what you do. I will. I definitely will at some point. I just mentioned earlier, we stayed in Lake Whitney, Texas for a while. Explore with AJ. At least you got a good bush story. That's true. I have thought about that today. Like in the future, this is going to be funny. I'm going to be like, remember that time that dude stole my bush? I got bad luck with bushes. Either guys coming in my bush, guys stealing my bushes. I should just stay away from bushes, I think. Colton Brooks, what happened to the bush? Some dude stole it. I had it set up. There was a guy. He came up there. He had his guitar out, playing guitar with his guitar case open, accepting donations. And so I just sat there watching him for a while. I left, and when I came back, like 20 minutes later, my bush was gone. And the people at the restaurant was like, "Yeah, I saw him loaded up in the back of his, I saw him loaded up." So, Shooter, you should do an abandoned building camp. I'm sure I will again. I've done a few abandoned buildings. Ashley Richardson, Bush King. Amateur politics. Bushes are overrated. I'm not lost. I'm exploring. Todd, hey y'all. Hey there. Wacky Whimsy. My first Todd video was the concrete tubes at the construction site. Dude, they got a whole Target almost built over there now, or at least a foundation for one. And they put a fence up after that. They put like a netting up with no trespassing signs. So I think they've seen it. B. Fromo? Yo, Todd, hello from a fellow Alabamian here. Hey there. Oh, and about that video, so when I was camping, there was a tornado warning. A lot of people are like, can't believe you made your wife come pick you up during a tornado warning. But the time between when it looks like I call my wife, or when I say I'm going to call my wife, and when I actually call her, when she actually comes, it was a pretty good while. There was no active tornado warnings when she actually like came out to pick me up. It did look like I immediately called her during a tornado and said, "Come and get me," and she came out like right then. But it's just the way it got edited. Oh no, lost my spot. Cornish Mafia, me and my wife watching from Cornwall in Britain, or UK, Britain. You remind us of our friend. Unfortunately, he's not with us anymore. So you make us laugh as he did. He'd be well up for stealth camping. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear about your friend, but I'm thankful you found the channel. Upstate New York date night every Friday night. We stay home and have a fun dinner and watch your latest video. Your videos are awesome. Thank you for that. I'd like to come back to upstate New York when it's not snowing. Lou Ann Hoffner, what advice do you have for a beginning YouTuber? What's the biggest thing I would say? The biggest thing I would say is like be consistent, like if you say you're going to upload every week, but do not just put a video up just to get one out there, because I would honestly rather skip a week than just put up some junk, and I've seen people put up videos that are just trash, just because they need to fill a spot on that night. It's just, I don't know. I feel like if people are willing to give me some of their time, during their day, like after work or whatever, the least I can do is, make the video interesting. So try and keep it consistent, but it needs to be good, and just be yourself, honestly, because if you are pretending to be something you're not, or trying to be funnier than you really are, or any other, thing like that. People, you can't keep that up forever. If you're going to really be a long time YouTuber, people are going to notice if you change. You know what I mean? If you stop being who you were in the beginning or whatever. So that's what I say. Just be yourself. Try and keep it consistent. Like for the algorithm, YouTube algorithm, like consistency, I think is the number one thing. And if you ever have a video that takes off or does well, like that's when you need to really like be dedicated and like make sure you're doing, jeez, make sure you're making good videos and putting them out every week. Because like I feel like some people get opportunities where they have videos that do well, and then they kind of just give up on it, and it's very hard. Like I can't explain how lucky I am and have been so far to get like as many subscribers as I have now and how many views I've gotten. Even though I'm not some crazy big YouTuber, but this is like it just doesn't happen for everyone. And there are people out there with way less subscribers than me who probably make way better videos, and they just haven't gotten as lucky as I am. And that's a lot of it. You have to get lucky sometimes. But when you do get lucky and you get that video that like you get some views on, you really need to like put your foot on the gas, and take advantage of it. I hope I answered your question. I don't know. I was rambling on. Colton Brooks, Todd, would you ever try a food challenge like pastrami or the one chip? So I would never do the one chip. I am horrible at spicy stuff. I would die if I tried to do the one chip challenge. I would try to eat some pastrami if that's how you say it. What's his name? Weekend Side Quest. He's from Sweden. I believe that's where is pastrami from Sweden. If it is, maybe I'll get him. I believe his name's Daniel too. I've talked to him before on Instagram, like messaging. Maybe I can get him to send me some pastrami. I don't know if that's how you say it or not. But maybe I'll get him to send me some and I'll try it. I've seen people try it. It looks absolutely disgusting. Like I've seen people just barely open the can and immediately start throwing up. So I don't know. One time I tried a ranch soda and it made me puke, and a lot of people didn't like that I didn't show like the actual puke, but I did show myself gagging. Some people didn't like that. Ace of Heart, like what one YouTube says, please like, share, subscribe, follow, have your notifications turned on. I gotta be honest, I forget to do that. Like every week I'm like, oh, I should probably mention like, hey guys, think about subscribing if you haven't, because there's like 60% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. But I always forget. The only thing I can really remember is like at the end of the video, I do remember to be like, hey, I've got more stealth camp videos if you want to see some more. But like asking people to like and share and all that stuff, I probably should be doing it, but I don't. Because I just forget, honestly. Greg Betros, hello Todd, did you forget anything tonight? I don't believe so, and that's only because I didn't even know what I needed tonight, because this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. In the bush camp, I wasn't going to cook inside the bush. I was going to order DoorDash and have them deliver it to the bush. So I wasn't going to cook in there, so I didn't bring my stove or food or anything like that. I believe I have everything I need. And I'm in the back of my truck, so if I don't, I'll just drive to a store and get it, Of course, I never know what I forgot until I need whatever it was that I forgot, so. Russell Wilkes, when you go to see Tony 2.0, maybe figure out how to get in an old amusement park ride that you can stop down to your truck and make a camper out of it. Oh, do you mean like strapped down to my truck? That'd be crazy. What amusement park ride could you make a camper out of? You can make a camper out of anything, though, if you're dedicated enough and have the money. I don't know how to say this. Aculus? I'm going to go with Aculus G. So far, my favorite video is the Christmas tree stealth camp, specifically when the kid looked inside. Oh, my gosh. I didn't get it all on video. There were way more people that just like peeked in at me during that camp. It got like I said, I said it in the video. I'm pretty sure. Y'all, I usually don't go back and watch them after I do them, so I forget. Like you guys probably know more of what happened than I do. But anyways, I know I showed some people looking in, but it got so bad with people staring at me that I gave up trying to hide at all, and I was just confidently walking around in there. That way, in my mind, they would think I worked there, I was security or something like that. That was so weird. God, that was a weird one. And then that dog barked at me. I don't think I got that on camera either, and that scared the crap out of me. I screamed, and then the people heard me, and I was like, "Sorry about that." uh, Thank you, T-Man Blair. He says, for supper. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. I probably am just going to buy a burger or something because I don't have food. Like I said, I wasn't planning on camping in here. Eddie Webb. I'm an old guy now, Todd, so I call you my Friday night excite. Can't wait to catch your new videos every week. Thank you, buddy. Gene Ann, that meat packing plant was the scariest video that I've seen. The one with your wife and you. I was terrified that night. Like there were so many noises in there for an empty chicken plant. Just creaks and noises and doors shutting all night long. I was terrified. Like I could not fall asleep. I did fall asleep once, and I had a dream that like someone was at that door or something. I can't remember what it was. I remember I had a nightmare though. But Karika, she was just instantly to sleep. Didn't bother her one bit. She didn't care at all. Crazy. Nikki says the Christmas tree video is how I found you. I've since watched all your videos. Nice. Amateur politist. A bike camper would be fun. So my cousin John, he's really good at like building stuff. He welds, he fabricates things. He like works at a company that does like installs automation for plant like factories and stuff like that. Anyways, he's building me a bike camper. I mentioned to him, I was like, dude, I'd really love to make a little bike camper. And when I said that to him, in my mind, I was literally thinking like a piece of plywood and some walls and a roof, you know, like the basics. And I went over there and he is building a legitimate camper. Like this thing is nice. What I've seen of it so far, like way beyond any expectation. If I would have known that's what he was going to do, I don't know if I'd have let him do it because I feel bad because I haven't given him any money or anything. He just started building it. And I mean, it is really nice. I'm really excited to use that. I'm going to drive it. I'm going to pull it all the way from Alabama down to close around Atlanta, I think, Georgia, and then back. And it's going to be like over a 200-mile trip. It'll probably take me a couple of days. Wobbly sausage. I don't know what Lawson. Love your stuff from Cornwall, UK. Peace, brother. Thank you. Thayer Jacob says Random Adventure 2.0. The Jungle Gym video was cool. Looking forward to seeing another one. That was crazy. If y'all haven't seen it, Tony from Random Adventures 2.0 went in this place called Jungle Gyms. It's just this huge store, and they have like just weird stuff in there. Cool, like things hanging from the ceiling and all kinds of stuff. Okay. Gene and Todd, let people bless you. When they bless you, they're being blessed also. They love seeing your videos and they want to keep them going. Thank you. Thank you for that. Like I said, I do appreciate it. I just feel bad sometimes because I don't ever want people to think that that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? That's why I turned off like the coffee donations. Um, so I just don't want people to think that I'm like secretly trying to get them to donate to me or something like that. I feel like once you start making some money on YouTube, like if you're able to do YouTube videos like full time, you're already blessed. You know what I mean? Like this is a dream job. for people. It is for me. And it's like, okay, I'm already living a dream here. I don't deserve to take money from people who have to go out and still work hard jobs every day. Okay, let's see where we at. Boondock Todd, what's the worst tasting drink a fan has seen you? Easily the ranch soda. I, so I felt kind of bad about this too because a subscriber's name's, I believe it's Brad. He sent me a whole box of these sodas, and a lot of them were just like ranch soda, buffalo wings, peanut butter and jelly, uh, mustard, pickle, like gross sounding stuff. And the first two or three I tried from it were all disgusting, and I felt so bad because that's not what he meant. You know what I mean? He wasn't trying to send me nasty sodas. I believe he even thought there was going to be like some cream sodas and stuff in there. There wasn't. So I felt bad that the first three I picked were horrible, and I threw up on the ranch soda one. But after that, I think everyone I've tried since then has not been bad. Even the ones you think would be bad, like I believe I had olive soda, and it was fine. Oh, the peanut butter and jelly one, which you think would be good, was horrible. Buffalo wing was fine. There were some others too. Corn soda, it was okay. It was good. But I did feel bad because I did three bad ones in a row, and I know, and like he even messaged me and said, "Hey, you don't have to drink those." And but I had already drank some more. He just hadn't seen it yet, in the videos. So I was like, "Buddy, just hang in there. They're getting better." Fairy Berry, thank you for the donation. Get you something good to eat. Keep the content coming. You're awesome. I appreciate it. I have there's no ending in sight for me as far as making videos. Tony Stewart, are you the race car driver? What's up, Todd? I see Tony creeping in your chat. Love both y'all's videos, guys. Yeah, Tony was in here somewhere. I don't know if he's still in the chat or not. Yeah, there he is. Bubba did it outdoors. I don't think they were all supposed to be. Oh, I'm sorry, I lost it because there's people walking by right now. I know they can see me in here too because like I have lights on and stuff. Well, this probably won't be the spot that I stay in for the night because after the live stream, I don't want to be in the same spot I did the live stream from because I'm a little paranoid that somebody's going to know exactly where I am and come like mess with me or something during the night. So I might go park somewhere else. All right, what was I reading? Oh yeah, Bubba did it. I don't think they were all supposed to be good sodas. They're pretty much joke sodas. Yeah, but I don't think he knew that because I remember he messaged me and it was like I wish you'd try the good ones or something like that or the cream sodas and I was thinking there isn't any cream sodas in here, man. But after those three, I'm pretty sure they were all good. And I think I still have one or two left. Oh, I sent one to somebody. Um, I sent one to somebody. Crap. I can't believe I'm forgetting his freaking YouTube channel. What is it? I'll think of it in a minute. But I sent one to somebody at the mustard one, and he chugged it during a live stream. He didn't like it. But the rest of them were actually really good. Like they weren't as good as a cream soda or something like that, but they weren't bad. Like not really bad. Lego Insider, hey Todd, if you see this, can you say your iconic intros that you do? My sister makes fun of me for doing that intro in every video. I don't know, you put me on the spot here. It's kind of weird just to do it. I've never actually done it in front of anyone other than like my wife and other YouTubers. But that story because, when I watch like Steve Wallace, when you think of Steve Wallace, every one of you guys, if you hear Camping with Steve, I guarantee you in your brain you think Steve Wallace, right? So I was like, okay, if I want people to remember me, I should just say my full name every time, Todd Champion, Todd Champion. So I felt like that way it would kind of like, just my name is a little unique too. The name Champion, I feel like, is kind of unique. So I just figured if I say my whole name at the beginning of every video, people will just start remember. And because I have a bad memory, it helps me to start every video the exact same way. That way I don't mess anything up, and it's an easy way for me to get into a video and say, all right, now this is what we're doing, show you guys where I'm at. And then that's another thing. If you're a YouTuber or you're trying to be a YouTuber, don't lie to people. If you say you're going to do something, if you have a thumbnail that says I'm doing this, and then someone clicks on your video and you don't start doing that within like the first minute, you're really messing up. You need to like tell people this is what I'm going to do. And as soon as they start watching your video, you need to prove it to them like this is like you're actually doing this. They clicked on to see that thing that you promised them. So keep your promise. Do what you said you're going to do in your thumbnail. Don't stand around for 20 minutes talking, and not do whatever it is you said you were going to do. I got completely off track. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll do it real quick. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Todd Champion. This is Camping with Champion, and tonight I am camping in the back of my truck. Does that sound fake to you guys? Like, my sister says that that's not my normal voice and that I'm being weird and stuff. So, one night out. Oh, thank you. Get yourself a nice burger. You're genuinely a huge inspiration and part of why I started my channel. Can't wait to see the new pup. Thank you for that, and good luck on your channel. One night out. What kind of videos do you make over there? I'm afraid to click on it in the chat because I don't want to lose my spot. Christina, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to catch a live. Do you have a favorite camp you've done? I'm sure it's hard to pick. You've already had so many iconic ones. There's not just one right off the top of my head. Oh, thank you, Nancy. I just saw that. I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Nancy, for the donation. There's not one just right off the top of my head that is my absolute favorite. I've been asked this question a lot, and I can't remember what my answer is every time. I guarantee I probably said different camps at different times. Yeah, I don't know. They're all different. Like, there's some memorable stuff, like when I found those snack cakes in the dumpster. That was fun. That was crazy because I found 3 garbage bags full of Debbie cakes and stuff like that. So that really sticks out to me. Some of the riskier ones have not been my favorite because I've been stressed out, like the entire time I was doing them. Like that one in that building that was getting torn down, where the cops kept coming by. I was so stressed out that whole night. It really wasn't that fun. But in those moments of stress, I do realize that like it's probably going to be intriguing for people to watch, But like favorite, I don't know. Usually, if it's just a nice, easy camp, I enjoy those. What I really like is when it's like I know I'm probably not going to get caught, so I can relax, but there's still a little bit of a chance that I can get caught. To be perfectly honest with you guys, if I wanted to, I could go out and camp and do a stealth camp and somewhere and guarantee I wouldn't get caught. But I purposefully like pick spots where there's a little bit of a chance, because I feel like without that little bit of a chance, then you're just regular camping, And if I want to do regular camping, I'll just go somewhere fun on the lake or something. Matthew Kelly, love your channel. Been subscribed for over a year now, and love everyone. Thank you. The channel just turned 2 years old in March, I believe. No, wait, I may be wrong about that. I've actually only been like uploading videos weekly for a little over a year. I did have some videos before that, but I wasn't taking it seriously. Lee Jesse. Love the channel. There are races at Barber Motorsports Park next weekend. Lots of woods around there, right behind Bass Pro. Maybe a stealth chance. Where's that at? Is that in Alabama? Oh, One Night Out says their channel is a lot of camping videos, backpacking, hiking. Really hoping to do some stealth camps, but I keep chickening out, and the weather in the Pacific Northwest isn't too pleasant for it. Oh, yeah. Rains a lot, huh? I think. Is that right? Gina, I like the video where you kept on top of the building, the one where you lost your wedding ring. That was actually pretty fun. That's one of the, like, so that one I remember sitting up there on top of, was it TJ Maxx? Sitting up there on top of TJ Maxx, just like looking out over the town, thinking to myself like, this is crazy. I can't believe I'm up here. And I knew I'm never going to be up there again. So it was weird, like a weird, like once in a lifetime kind of experience. In the same way on the water tower behind Lowe's, when I was up there, I would just sit and look, and I knew like this is cool. Like not many people do this, and I mean obviously, but it's like just something that I don't know. I knew I'd never be in that spot again, so I really just try and take it in. Ace of Heart. My luck, if I try to stealth camp here in Minna, someone will rat me out to my friend who's a 911 dispatcher. She would be on me so much about it. Jesse Birmingham. Oh, so at so it's close to the Bass Pro I camped at. Okay, maybe I'll look into that. Adventures with Jay, Shy Guy Adventures. Looking forward to your stealth camp. Will it be under the frozen waterfall? Shy Guys actually shared a really good spot with me in New York, but it was freezing when I was up there, so I didn't do it. But it's a good spot. David Parker, I think you should go back to the billboard and win your 0-1. I do want to do another. I actually have a billboard picked out. It's not that tall. At least half as tall as the other one. I'll never do that again. Never. I thought I was going to die that night. I will never climb anything that high ever again. Um, but I found some shorter ones that I may do. Honeybee, I made it and you're still alive. What's up, my friend? Not much. Just hanging out in the back of my truck. It's actually getting kind of cold in here. Dina Dingbat. Love the channel. It very quickly became one of my favorites to watch. Thank you for giving me something fun to do with my grandson, Levi. Well, thank you. Thank you and Levi for watching the channel. Case Nuts, are you team Northwest or small plots? Big beef. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna get into that. It's kind of, it's ridiculous. Anyways, uh, beef, Fromo, Babers Motorsports Park during an Indy weekend or 24 hours of lemons would be awesome. You know what? I do want to go to Talladega this year. Uh, I was even thinking about bringing my bush up there and camping in. I thought that would be fun. But I may go to Talladega this year. Is it in April? I believe the first race is in April. Um, I even looked at like infield tickets, but it was crazy expensive. I don't really watch NASCAR, so I don't know like the drivers and stuff, but I just thought it would be fun to go up there and camp and maybe I can meet people, like subscribers, if there's any subscribers that are going to be there or whatever, I can meet up with them there. Uh, I may still do that. I'm not sure. Explore with AJ. Small plots is funny. Yeah, he is funny. He's freaking tall too. Cold country outdoors. Love your videos. I have a good friend that lives in Gadsden, Alabama. Nice. I've camped in Gadsden a few times. Where I found the boots, the homeless man's boots. That was in Gadsden. Shy Guys. I made a video at the place I want Todd to stealth camp at. I didn't release it until Todd camps there. Peer pressure, Todd. So you've already camped there, dude. Go ahead and release it, man. Don't. If you got a video at a spot, go ahead, put it out, dude. Look, if someone does something before you do it, like it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? We all do stuff our own way. Nobody would ever stealth camp ever if we didn't do the same stuff Steve has done. Steve's done just about every stealth camp you can do. So there's nothing really original, really original left. But like people tell Steve they don't watch these camps usually. Like it's intriguing the places you go to, but most of the time, I feel like they're just there to watch, how I react to the camp or whatever it is going on. So it's fine, dude. If you have a video you want to release, do not release it because because I'm going to camp there or something. Micah Butcher, do more cemetery stuff. So if y'all remember during Halloween, I tried to make that casket out of styrofoam and sleep in it. Well, I did sleep in it, but it fell all apart. This year, I want to go back to that same cemetery, but I'm going to buy a real casket, like a legitimate casket, and sleep in it. My cousin John even agreed to bury me. Like literally bury me in the ground. So I'm thinking about doing that. But I would be safe. I'd run myself ventilation and have fans and be getting fresh air in and all that stuff. And I'm seriously thinking about it. I know you guys can be like, don't do that. Stealth Camp Sweethearts. Hey Todd. I don't think I've heard of. Is that like, do you guys actually stealth camp? I don't think I've heard of that channel before. SKC, you have become one of my favorite camping video channels. Keep on keeping on. Stealth camping or just by a pretty lake, I'll be there. Thank you. Shy Guy, I made a video, but I didn't camp there. That's the one I lost my video footage and had to pay for a program to recover my files. I remember that. Shy Guy messaged me and said that he had lost all his footage. He actually had to get someone to take his SD card and like recover the footage. I did that one time, but it was with drone footage. So it wasn't the end of the world for me. Honeybee, next time. Oh no, where'd it go? I lost it. So next time you pull off to the side of the road and camp in the woods and you see cops, don't leave your spot. They'll just put a warning giving you 24 hours to move your car. So at first, when that cop first got there, he was immediately already shining his light, like out in the woods and stuff, and not just a little like cursory glance, right? He was like looking in the woods. So I started thinking, I think somebody's already called them. Like maybe someone saw me get out of the car and walk back there in the woods or something. So that's when I like let him know, like, hey, I'm over here. I have my camera. I was like, this is a camera. It's not a gun, you know. I didn't want to get shot. But yeah, I felt like he knew. Like I felt like he knew someone was out there. That's why I just like I said, hey, I'm here. And he didn't do anything. I've learned like when I get caught, especially by the cops, I just tell them the truth. And I think it's so ridiculous that they're just like, okay, just get out of here. I think if you lie, then you may make them mad and then you might actually get in trouble. But so far, they just told me to leave. Bama X2J. Todd, how many times have you been busted? So that one camp I got caught twice. Well, so the first time the guy didn't know I was camping, the park ranger, he didn't know I was camping. He just saw me there like trying to get on the rock, right? And he's like, you got to leave. So I left there. And that same night, I got caught by a state trooper on the side of the interstate. He definitely knew I was camping, made me leave. So that's twice. One time, a homeless man climbed inside my bush with me. And I don't know if he can. I mean, he caught me, but I don't know if you count that as busted. I didn't have to leave, but I did leave because he was saying some crazy stuff. I was afraid he might come back and murder me in my sleep. So I left that, I think 3 times. I think that's it, right? If I'm forgetting something, let me know. I left camp one time. I was camped behind a funeral home because it was another guy. He was like going through the dumpsters and stuff. And I hid behind the wall and was like videoing him. And he saw me and he was like, are you recording me? I was so embarrassing. So I panicked and I was like, oh, I'm camping over here. I'm just making a video. And then after that, I was like, oh man, I shouldn't have told him that. And I started getting paranoid he'd come back during the night or something. Because at that point, I was recording with a big camera, and it looks like it's expensive. It's not, but it looks like it was expensive. And I was like, oh, now he thinks I have this expensive camera gear and stuff over here. So I left. I think that's it. Like, I don't really count that one as getting busted, though. So twice in one night by the police, kind of, and then one time by a homeless man. So 3, maybe. One night out, I'm so inspired to try that Home Depot shed. Found them all unlocked in my area too. I'm scared. So Every time I've camped in something like that, like at Lowe's, like in their storage building, or what was that? Some kind of like metal trailer, moving trailer or something. Can't remember what it was. But every time it's been fine. No problems whatsoever. Like none. I've gotten pretty lucky though, to be honest. But yeah, I've never had a problem in those buildings. And I know a lot of people who have camped in those buildings and never gotten caught. Matter of fact, I don't know if I know anyone that's ever gotten caught in one of them. I really don't. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody get caught in one of those storage buildings. And it's a good place if it's raining or something like that. It's nice, easy camp to do when it's raining. Where's text? Don't let him bury you. That's too much. Look, I wouldn't put like 6 feet of dirt. It'd just be like a foot. It'd be enough where I could push out if I needed to. Stealth Camp Sweethearts. We do, and we're in North Alabama also. Oh, nice. I thought I was the only person around here that did that. Hickory Penny. Oh, no, that would be claustrophobic, and a pine box is still cool. You're the best. Thanks. Sandy Brand. No park on sides of the interstate unless broke down. I was told it's illegal to do. I would thought to rescue a dog or cat. Yes. So I honestly didn't know that was federal land. So the officer that told me that that's federal land, that strip beside the interstate. So I didn't know any better until then. One night out, that homeless guy that tried to camp with you stuck with me. Laughing like, yeah, that was wild. And it's like before he even showed up there, he asked me, he's like, "Do you want somebody to camp with you?" I was like, "No, I'm good." Gene Ann, even a foot of dirt will be heavy. You got to understand 1 foot, but it's going to cover 7 feet of the casket. It's true. What about this, y'all? This is what, if you've ever watched Mr. Beast videos where he gets buried, this is what he did. They took garden mulch and they put mulch over the top of the casket so it's very lightweight. What if I do that? Sour B&U. I've been living on the roof of a warehouse in Dallas. Dang. Is there any like, if you're living up there nonstop, is there like any way to protect yourself from rain or something? Do you have a tent up there, or are you just like on the roof? Tony Stewart, I wouldn't let him bury you. What if you got to poop? And if you fart, you might suffocate. I'm gonna have a breathing tube, man. I'll have an intake fan that I'll run down with PVC pipe, and then I'll have an outtake fan to pump fresh air in, pull the old air out. So if I have to fart or something, I'll just do it straight into the tube. Honeybee, nope, I wouldn't let nobody bury me for nothing. You know what's crazy is when I got on the Beast Games TV show, I thought for sure I was like, okay, they're gonna bury us because that's what he's done before. So I started like training. Right, what I wanted to do in our bedroom in our RV, our master bedroom. The bed lifts up, and there's storage under there. So I was like, I wanted to get under there and just lay with it closed up on me, just to practice being buried. Because I thought for sure they were going to bury us. They didn't, but they did bury the people in season 2. So I was pretty close. Shy Guy says, I've only been caught once at my secret campsite, and it was by the most unlikely people. A mother and her 2 kids came out to my secret campsite, then bushwhacked out of there for 30 minutes. Random Adventures. Todd, show another picture of the bush you made from your phone. You put a lot of work in that thing. I wish I could just like share pictures on the screen, but I don't know how. I know you can with that StreamYard that you use, Tony. Oh, I got 10 messages. I hope that something's not going on. Okay, let me pull up a picture of my bush. Okay, so here's a picture of the bush. And it doesn't look too great from this angle, but I'm telling you, in person, it looked freaking awesome. You can see the door there. That's where it opens up. If you look really close, you can see where there's like limbs and twigs and stuff sticking out. That's it. I even put some trash in the top of it. See if I can find a picture of it with when I had it out there. Yeah, here we go. So you can see the guy. Oh no, you can see the guy who stole it. There's the guy who stole it. There's the bush. Oh, wrong side. Over here. So that's where it was at. I mean, it seriously looked like a regular bush. No one was gonna know. You know, it's just got so unlucky that he like set up right there beside it. There you go. There you go. It was gonna be such a good video. I'm still so bummed about that. Karika, I want. He tried to get me to do it last time. What did I try to get you to do, Karika? Karika Champion. Don't let him get buried. Oh yeah, yeah. I did try to get her to bury me last year, and she wouldn't do it. Which is a good. It was good that she wouldn't bury me last year because my coffin was a piece of crap. I tried to buy the cheapest styrofoam I could buy because I was broke, and build the casket out of it. But like I said, this time I'm gonna buy a real casket. Either buy a real casket or we're gonna build like a decent one with like wood and stuff. Nestle Crunch. Now this guy I watched did a go-kart bush camp overnight between two fast foods. I saw him do that. He went and bought a brand new golf cart, and he went and got all his boxwood greenery from Lowe's. And I'm telling y'all, it had to have cost him thousands of dollars just for the stuff he hung on his golf cart. Had to, because that stuff's like $40 for 2 feet of it. And I used a lot of it. And he covered an entire golf cart, the canopy on the golf cart, and everything. The golf cart was probably $20,000. Like, it's crazy. I don't know. He must have already been going to buy. He was like just going to buy a golf cart anyways, just to have. There's no way he bought that thing just for that video. But I don't know. He gets millions, and these people who get like millions of views, like they're rich, like rich, rich. So maybe he just makes enough money where he can just go and buy a golf cart for a video. I don't know. Where's Tex? Have you seen the guy who made his stealth camp dumpster? Yeah, that is Preston Goes, I believe is his name. That was really cool too. I really like that one. And I believe, is that the one he could drive around or no? I can't remember if he drove it or they just wheeled it up. I believe he could actually drive it around. That was really cool too. I have some ideas. That's the kind of stuff I want to try and do in the future. And this was going to be my first attempt at something like that. Just didn't work out. I have something else coming though. So next week's video, I'm doing a 2-day kayaking and camping trip with a buddy from school who I haven't seen in like 15 years. His brother is actually a really good country music singer from the area. His name's Billy Droz. But yeah, I'm going to Tennessee next week. And what river was that? Duck River? I'll have to look and see. But anyways, they're going kayaking down a river and camping for 2 days. Sadie Lamp Dua casket is just a box. Green. Well, are you saying I should bury my bush if I get it back? Band True. Steve just put out a video. Yeah, I know. I knew it was coming tonight, and I really wanted to be able to watch it inside my fake bush. But Shy Guy's awesome. I want to do a canoe trip. I used to have a canoe. They're just so hard to carry around and stuff. Like, I want to say it was 12 feet, 15 feet. It was big. It was just so hard to carry around. So I got rid of it. And I didn't back then, I think I just had a car too, and we would strap the canoe to the top of the car, then run the straps through the windows to hold it onto the roof. Hey, Hammock Mountain. Honeybee, I was late. Are we not getting a video tomorrow? Yeah, there'll be a video. It possibly may be late. I'm gonna try for it not to be, but it's possible. Doctor of Spice, don't get buried alive in a kayak in Tennessee. I'm not planning on it. Ronald Corsi, love your videos. God bless you and your family. Thank you, brother. God bless you too. Great Lake Kyle, do you have any advice in dealing with the grief of losing a pet? I had to put my sweet 20-year-old cat down Saturday. Man, I got. I probably literally just got over losing my dog like a year and a half ago, like a few months ago. And I'm still not like it hit me way harder than I thought it was going to. I had Cotton, my dog, for 17 years, so it's like he was with me before my kids were born. My kids never knew a day without him. Uh, Man, honestly, I just think like time is the only thing. Like it hit me as bad as I've told y'all this before, but we lost like 5 relatives in like 18 months at one point, and losing my dog hit me harder than that. Like it was so bad because it felt like a kid to me. He did. Uh, Man, I don't know. Just spend as much time as you can with them, and then know that if your cat's 20 years old, man, you definitely gave that cat a good life. That's why I tell myself, like, there's no other way. Like, I was always going to outlive him, right? Hopefully, you know. So there was no other way that I'd rather him to pass away than having to be put down because he was so old. Like when you buy a pet, that's the best thing you can hope for is that they live so long that one day they're just so old you have to put them down. You know what I mean? Like in any other scenario is worse. So just know that this actually is the best way it could have ended for you. And then obviously just time, but nothing I say is gonna make it any easier. I know that sucks to hear. I wish I had some kind of great inspirational words or something, but I don't, brother. But it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? You'll keep going, and you'll always have the memories and everything. Okay, let's see. Nestle Crunch. My cat was 24 years old before it passed. It ran outside to pass away. My dad had a cat that just left like that when he was really old. Bubba did it. I did ask the ladies at my local Dollar General as to when they dump outdated stuff. They all have a clearance sale and then dump the outdated stuff about a week or two later. See, I used to be, I used to drive a Little Debbie box truck, and we would just take the expired stuff. Like when I went to Dollar General, we'd remove the expired stuff, and I just took it home with me. So there was never any reason for them to throw it out. So that's why I'm confused at like why they would be throwing it out. You'd figure that Little Debbie guys would take it back because we used to take that stuff and then sell it. Like the expired stuff. I say expired, but it's not really expired. It's just a best buy date. We would take it. I'd give it to my uncle. He would sell it in auctions and stuff like that, or I'd just keep it at home. SGB, when is the first camp with the new pup? I honestly thought about bringing him out tonight, but he's not potty trained yet and stuff. Potty trained, you know what I mean? He's not trained yet and stuff, and the space in here is very limited. So I didn't. So the first time I take him out, I want to be like actually camping where he can run around and stuff like that. So it's going to be a few more weeks, uh, maybe a month at most. Honeybee, my sister is the assistant manager at Dollar General. Oh no. They're supposed to damage everything before they put it out in the dumpster, but sometimes they don't because they know that people like us will come. I hate that policy, man. Like, why would you rather cut, like, I know some places cut the cords off of stuff if they're going to throw it out, but why would you rather just throw something away instead of just giving it to people? Like, it's got to be some kind of like some way they file it as a loss or something. That way they, I don't know, get something back on taxes. There's got to be a reason for it. I just don't understand. Like donate the food to a homeless shelter or something. Really? I mean, I guarantee you there's somebody that would come by and pick that stuff up. I don't know. Don't know. Jerry Fife, you going to build out the truck camper shell with a bed platform? Yeah, but it can't be. I am going to do that, but it can't be anything permanent because uh, we may just have to. We may decide to leave Alabama at any time. We live in an RV, so we can pick up and go at any time. And I need to be able to put my fifth wheel hitch back in here. So I'm not going to put anything permanent, but I will make like a platform or something, a bed that I can put in, and hopefully have some storage under it and stuff like that. But it won't be like a huge full build out. I don't think. Tony, hey everyone, have a great night and have a great camp. Todd, good night, everybody. Good night, Tony. See you. Matthew Kelly, I'm dreading the day when my dog has to go to dog in. Yeah, it sucks. Time is it? Okay. Michael Hood, what's the temperature in Champions? I am one of your biggest fans, just like 2.0 when you did a collab with 2.0. Ever since then, have been watching your videos. Well, thank you. I think me and Tony did good on that last collaboration because it was a collaboration, but it wasn't the exact same camp. I think that's why people don't really care for the collaborations because with this collaboration feature on YouTube, let's say me and Small Plots do a camp. Small Plots video comes out on Tuesday, right? When his video comes out, if he makes me a collaborator on it, it'll notify you guys. And then it looks like I'm posting that video when I'm not. It's just Kevin's video. And so then you watch his video, and then there's no reason to watch mine on Friday because it's like you've already seen it. And then if you have 2 or 3 or 4 people doing that and you're releasing 4 versions of the exact same video, it's like, people have already seen it from every angle. So I really like what me and Tony did where we went and camped, but I went to one place and he went to another right down the road. And that was fun. People got to see us collaborate, but also, we were in different spots and with different things going on. So I thought that was a really good idea. When I go to Tony's meetup, I think I've decided I may not even make a video there because there's gonna be so many YouTubers making videos that I don't know. I just don't want to put out the same exact video as everyone else. Plus, it would be kind of nice not to have to film and just be able to hang out and like talk to people and just enjoy it. I don't know though. I haven't decided. I can't remember why I was talking about that. Did someone ask me about collaborations? Band Truth, you should make a video about living in your camper. I need that for advice. I'm thinking about doing it. I honestly thought about making a channel just of us like traveling and stuff, but I don't know. I just don't like filming my whole family constantly like that because then you got to make your kids part of it and everything. Like I'm not saying I'll never bring my kids with me on camps and stuff, but to force them to be filmed all the time, I don't know. I just don't want to do it. Asilis, what episode of Beast Games were you on and what did you do? I was only on one episode. I got eliminated immediately. They did a thing where one person in your row had to either self-eliminate themselves and quit the game to save everyone else, or your entire team got eliminated. Nobody on my team would do it, so they eliminated us all. Also did a YouTube video called 2,000 People Compete for $5 Million. Brenda Lee, yeah, it's better to film 2 nights camping, 1 night for one channel and the next night for another channel. Then you're still collaborating, but not just showing the same camp twice. Yeah, so that's another idea I've been thinking about too. Like, if we have the time, like say me and Tony, we'll go out to one spot and I'll film a video that night. The next night we'll go to a different spot and then Tony will film a video. So then we got 2 different videos for everyone. Give me a beer. Just realized I wasn't watching live, so all my comments didn't make sense. Did I read any of them? Now it makes me want to go back and find them. Oh, yeah, here we go. Give me a beer. Can't believe the guy just straight up took it. Wonder if he saw you drop it off. It still makes sense. I still know you're talking about the bush. Uh, Honeybee, nope. Leave your kids out for their protection. The internet is crazy. There's crazy people in the world. That's true. Gene Ann, when you meet up with all those guys, you can live stream. Then you would not be missing a video. You could repost it later on Friday. I could do that. Any more questions? I'm sure I missed some. If there's anything you asked and I missed it, just ask again. Honeybee, what happened with the bush? I was like, some guy stole it. Some dude who like stands on the side of the road playing guitar for money. He stole it. I left and he stole it while I was gone. It's so crazy that he did it right at that exact time. You know? Uh, it's just, man, it sucks. Uh, Todd, you should make a homemade pizza sometime on a stealth camp. Miss seeing you try to cook. It's okay to eat and occasionally wear a mountain house meal. But it's fun to see you do stuff. Maybe I know Sam Bananas makes like a little round personal pizza sometimes when he's out camping. Allie Carroll, when are you going to come out with a CD? I don't know. I do want to record songs and put it on my. I have another channel. I just don't ever talk about it because I haven't put anything on there in 10 years. Uh, but I have a channel. I think it's just called Todd Champion Music, and I was gonna put my songs on there and just haven't. I will at some point. I know I keep saying that, but I will. Ace of Heart, you need to share the picture of the guy that took your bush in a Facebook group in your town. We have shared and asked about him on Facebook. I don't know if it was in the groups or not. But like I said, I know the guy's first name. I've talked to multiple people who know who he is. They just didn't want to. They just didn't want to tell me. But I'll find him. I will find him. And this is his spot, right? That spot, from what I understand, I just got unlucky and put my bush there. But that's close. That's like where he goes all the time. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put the bush there because obviously he's going to know that bush didn't belong there, right? But I doubt he's just going to give up that spot. And when he comes back, I'll be there. I'm going to stake that spot out. When he comes back, I'll be there. And that's if he doesn't, get a hold of me first. I just hope he doesn't lie about it when I confront him, because I know he got it. There's witnesses. I know he took it. I hope he's cool and he just does the right thing. I hope he doesn't turn it into some big thing. Oh yeah, Sandy. How do you know for sure it was the guitar guy? Did somebody tell you? Yeah, somebody told us, and they told us before we even told them what it was. What bush? I made a big fake bush to camp inside of tonight, but someone stole it. Curious, what city in Minnesota did you live in? Thief River Falls, very very northern Minnesota, about I want to say 45 minutes, an hour from the Canadian border. Shy Guy Adventures. When is the shirtless stealth camper calendar coming out? You know what? Me and Kevin talked about that, and then we just didn't talk about it anymore. So we never made any real plans. But ask Kevin, ask Small Plots if he still wants to do it. I don't know how to organize doing a calendar. That's like not part of my skill set. But if someone else gets it organized, I'll do it. But whoever's in it, no AI. It has to be really you. I know Tony would probably try to get some muscles and abs through AI or something. David Craig, cheers from the Blue Mountains of Eastern Oregon. Cheers, buddy. MHG Fishing, hope everyone is doing well. Where we at? Tony would have to be December with that beard. He wants to be July. Mine and Tony's both birthdays are both in July, and he wants July. I told him he could have it. ... Any plans for more rooftop stealth camping? I did have one, so about 3 weeks ago that I thought about doing. Then I changed my mind. I'll just tell you what it is because I'm not going to do it now. But it was a Pizza Hut. Like the old Pizza Huts, the ones that are still around, have these roofs. and they're like they're at an angle, and then they go straight up, and then it's like these walls on all sides. So if you can get up in there, you'd be pretty well protected, you know. And so I thought about doing that, but then I changed my mind because when I looked at it, it looked like it would be much harder to get up there than I thought. And this is an active like Pizza Hut too, so. And now, like anytime I've done that too, like I like to try and get up there during the daytime when they're still open. Because if they're not open, then what, you know what I mean? There's no risk involved in that. I can go to any store that's closed and get up on the roof. Yeah, no big deal. So I like to do it when they're open, and I just feel like that would be hard because I don't know. I probably have to get a ladder or something like that. Shy guy. My birthday is in July. It's the 19th. Mine is the 15th. I can't remember when Tony's is, but one of my kids' birthday is the 17th. He almost stole my birthday. Oh, a lot of July birthdays. Mine's in July. Ace of Hearts. Allie Carroll. Mine's July 3rd. T-Man Blair, got to go to bed. Have a wonderful night, Todd, and thanks for the amazing content. Thank you for watching, buddy. Dina Dingbat, my son's birthday is July as well. Lots of July babies. Your audio is bugging, man. Is my audio cutting out, y'all? Anyone else having problems hearing me or anything? One night out, Sam is a gentle, kind soul of northwest wind. I have at least 3 friends named Sam now. So when I talk about Sam to people, I have to be like Northwest Wind Sam, Sam Bananas, Samir. One of my friends' name is Samir, but we call him Sam. 3 different Sams now. There's too many Sams in the world. I mean, well, I don't want them to die or anything. I'm just saying, there's a lot of Sams out there. Okay, looks like everyone's saying the audio is good. Maybe I don't know who said it was bad, but maybe there's something going on your end. I don't know. Jean Ann, my birthday is July 22nd. I'm a Ruby baby. Do a camp on a water tower. Man, I've thought about it, but I don't want to climb anything that high anymore. You know, like it terrifies me. So I'm gonna say 30 feet. That's about 3 stories. I'm looking around at buildings trying to gauge like how tall I think I might want to climb. And I'm thinking like 20, 30 feet is like max I want to go anymore. So I really think I gave myself like PTSD from climbing that billboard. Because used to, like I don't like heights, but I could climb up on top of a building. It wouldn't even bother me really. You know, I'm not going to stand on the edge or anything. But after climbing that billboard, now anytime I climb up with something, I'm like terrified, you know. I feel like my light has gotten worse in here. Here we go. I just bought this from Five Below just a little while ago to put in here. Honeybee, you should canoe to a private island and do a survival stealth camp with nothing but basic survival items. I would die. I would die. I mean, I could catch some fish and I could probably catch some fish, clean some fish, and I could live off that if I caught them. But other than that, I've never really been hunting or anything. So, yeah, I don't know. Unless an animal walked up and died right in front of me. And even then, I don't know if I'd want to eat it because there'd be something wrong with it if it just kills over like that. But let's see. Jonette Bunton, top of mall, school, or funny police station. A mall, maybe, never a school. I wouldn't even camp near a school. It's just weird, you know what I mean? A grown man camping near a school. I just don't like the optics of that. In a police station, oh my gosh, I'm just asking to go to jail. Would you camp in a haunted spot? Yeah, Lori, I would definitely. Like I've said earlier, I camped at the haunted children's playground in Huntsville, Alabama. I didn't see any ghosts though. Thule? I don't know how to say that. Thule? That watermill thing looked pretty haunted. Dude, I was scared that night. Once I got done filming for the night, I zipped myself up in a sleeping bag. and I went. I didn't come back out again. Luckily, the water that was running off in that little waterfall area that I was right beside, that the building was like hanging off in, it was so loud that and I didn't hear anything else other than the water, so I was able to go to sleep pretty quickly. Gene Ann, if you camp next to the jailhouse, you might end up camping inside the jail. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Doctor of Spice. Too bad Luke from Outdoor Boys retired. Imagine the collaboration if Todd flew out to Alaska to pair it with him. You know what? Someone reached out to me and gave me the location of there was this little wooden shed he built, uh, like out of logs and stuff. I think he made two different videos there. Because he went back and fixed it up again. They sent me the location of that, and I really wanted to go camping. I really did, but it's on someone's private property, and I've always told myself like I'd never camp on someone's personal private property. You know, man, I really wanted to, but I'm not gonna do it. Dang, I really want to though. It would be so cool to go camping that, and I could repatch it back up and stuff, like redo the chinking on it and everything if it needed it and fix it back up. But I'm just not gonna. I don't want to go on someone's private property, and Luke doesn't own it anymore. So, uh, one night out, I'm planning on doing a camping in an old gold mine here pretty soon when the weather improves. That would be cool. Dot dot. Hey Todd, eat any sour cream flavored bugs tonight? No. That bug, that cricket I ate last week, it didn't taste bad. It honestly didn't taste like anything, but it was like thick, right? Like when I bit into it, I could really feel the pressure of the body, like popping or or crunching or whatever. It was the texture of it that was bad. The taste wasn't that bad, honestly. Uh, when Tony tried to camp in front of that restaurant with no cover while you had a great time in the roundabout. I was crying, laughing. Oh no! I can't believe that's the spot he picked. He was just laying there on the porch. But in his defense, though, there were like these cones blocking the entrance to the restaurant. So it should have been pretty obvious that it's not open, right? So you wouldn't. These people were like, I believe that guy like had to get out, walk around the cones, and come up there. So like, I can't believe he thought that it was open. Like that was weird. But I mean, yeah, I would have never done that. I can't believe he tried that. Yeah, my roundabout was good though. Other than that, insulin needle cap I found. I didn't see any real needles though. Uh, Hickey Penny, or are you in a camper shell in your truck? Yeah, yeah, I'm in the back of my truck now. It's kind of getting cold, honestly. I'm gonna have to put a coat on. One night out, I gagged watching you eat that. Richard Collier. I found that it's hard to camp by yourself. I always get creeped out in the woods alone. It honestly does get better. Like if you keep doing it, it does get better. I don't find myself scared at all now until I hear something. Then I get scared. But now I can go out in the woods and I'm perfectly fine, by myself. In the beginning, I didn't like it, but you're always going to be a little nervous. That's just natural. But I'm pretty okay now when I'm by myself in the woods until I hear a sound. Ace of Heart, you're always forgetting something. I am. Band Truth, love your videos. Thank you. Dina Dingbat, y'all have inspired me to start camping again. I have my tent, I caught, and some other things. No solo, just family. Excited though. Nice. Oh, it's going fast again. Pootie Cat, where'd you get the shell? I got it from just somebody on Facebook Marketplace. They were in Georgia, like 4 hours from me. And I drove up there one night and got it. The guy and like three of his little kids helped me put it on. Jim Lundergans. I worked for a company and they had to destroy stuff to get reimbursed for the products. So that makes sense. Jonette Button, what season of Beast were you on? I was on season 1. Only in the first episode. You, unless I stopped it and pointed myself out to you, you would never find me. I was number 15. 798 Cal. Now she finally got a camper. Yes, I did. I was thinking about the list. Like, I can't believe after I spent the money that Steve donated to me on the puppy, like then I found the camper. But I kind of almost feel like that was meant to be. Like that's why I didn't find the camper, right? So that I would buy the puppy first, and then the camper came along. You know what I mean? Colton Brooks, Todd, have you ever cooked a nice cut of steak on a camp? Maybe a baked potato too. Guess you need an actual fire. I cooked a steak one night. I think I was when I camped behind Staples. Then I ended up getting sick. I think I had I think I was dehydrated though. It was really, really hot that day. I was sweating like crazy. One night out, Richard, it would get easier. I don't even think about it anymore. Yeah, it really does. The more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get. Hammock Mountain, Todd, the Dodge looks good with the camper show. Thank you, Daniel. I like it, dude. I wish the colors matched perfectly, but oh well. It took me a long time. I didn't care if it could have been purple, and I would have gotten it. I just wanted a camper shell. Uh, it's pretty lucky that it's red at all, even though it's not as dark of a red as my truck is. Band Truth, that's one lucky pup. Fishing 10, Tennessee, 911. I would get lost in the daytime in the woods. I'd never go hiking at night. What is that? Cap? I'm just going to say Mike. Something Cap, something Mike. Any new e-bikes you're testing? No, I've stopped doing review videos. Like I decided, it's cool getting stuff like that. And I got pretty lucky, you know what I mean? Like I got like good e-bikes, and I got one for me and both my kids and my wife. So I got pretty lucky that I never had to be like, this bike sucks. But that would happen if you keep reviewing stuff. At some point, you're going to get something bad, and you're going to have to be like, this sucks. Don't buy it. And I didn't really want to have to do that at some point. And like, I didn't make this channel to like review products. You know what I mean? I made this so I could go camping. And so I just decided, you know what? If I can get like a sponsor and just talk about the product in the video for a minute or 2 minutes, something like that, I'll do that. But I'm not doing any more full on review videos. So yeah, not gonna do any more bike reviews or reviews for anything for that matter. I don't think, unless it was something like, I don't know, something I really, really needed and thought would be cool to show you guys. But there's nothing on the top of my head that I want to do. Nicholas Anderson. I know the woods like the back of my head. I was born and raised in that country. Do you mean back of your hand? Because I don't know about you, but I never don't really see the back of my head that much. I know it's got less hair on it than it used to. T-Man Blair worked for an infant formula company. They had to damage the can so that it was obvious they didn't buy it at a store. How about David Craig? David Craig. How about backyard campout where the kids and wife armed with Nerf guns, and you got to sneak in for supplies? That could be funny, dude. I don't mess around with Nerf guns. My youngest son, I had my oldest son Jagger. I had a Nerf gun, and I had him like this with a Nerf gun pointed at his head. We were just playing around. And my other son Creed was standing like 10 feet away, and I was like this, and Creed shot and hit me directly in the eyeball, and I couldn't see for weeks. And then for months after that, I would have like these little flashes of light in the side of my eye. So I'd be out camping, and I would think like a car was pulling up or something. So I was constantly like looking over and everything, and it was just like the light flashes in my eye. So he almost put my eye out with a Nerf bullet. So I don't know about that. I was proud of him though. It was a great shot, an excellent shot. Like he had this much room where I had my head behind my other son's head, and he made the shot right in my eyeball. uh, Kelly Miller. At least now it's getting warmer up north of camp. Yeah, golly. I don't know if I could do it in the wintertime up north or like Steve did used to in Canada. I hate the cold. I'm cold right now. It's like 50 something degrees in here at least. James Tequigney. Hey champ, love the videos. Thank you, James. FJ Murray, did you make any videos of the bush before it got stolen, or you make another? Yeah, I have clips of it. Like I walked around it a little bit, just kind of like B-roll that I was going to insert into the video. We're going to get it back though. I'm going to get it back, and I'm going to do a camp in it. I am confident in that. Hopefully. Bubba did it. I asked the ladies at Dollar General is the when they dumped outdated stuff. They usually have a clearance sale for a week or two, then they'll dump it. Dump the stuff at the beginning of the month. Should be good. Good to know. Kirk Lang, ouch, freaking Nerf guns. Yeah. That thing will put your eye out. Exactly. They made another Christmas Carol movie or Christmas story. So that's the name of it, right? They made a new one where that kid's all grown up or something. Daryl Choates, least favorite weather to stealth camp in: hot, cold, rain. Cold for sure. Because like the rain, like it's not fun to get wet, but it's nice. It's nice hearing the rain falling on your tarp and stuff like that. And when it's raining, you don't hear animals around you, so that's nice. Plus, when it's raining, usually you're not going to have anyone walk up on you either. So the rain has a lot of positives. The cold, I can't think of anything positive about it. I'll be complaining about the hot weather for sure, though. I don't like being really hot either. But oh well, I'd rather be hot than cold, I think. Jake Harper, dude, you got a camper shell for your truck. Congrats, brother. I love it. How's your new dog? Any new tricks? Thank you. Appreciate that. And I'm trying to teach him how to walk. I mentioned earlier that when we first got him, he would stand up on his back two legs to pee like a human. He stopped peeing like that, unfortunately, but he still loves to stand up on his back two legs, and he'll walk like 5 or 6 steps on his back legs, just walking on two legs. So I'm hoping we can train him to keep doing that, because I think it would be hilarious if I can get him to walk beside me on 2 feet when we're out camping. I think it would be so funny. Jonette Bunton, Campion channel, his tent caught fire. That channel, there's a channel named Campion. It's champion without the H, called Campion. And this guy had like 4 or 5 videos in a row, and his tent caught on fire. Every video. Like, how does that happen? The first time I saw it, he got like 1 million views or some crap like that. And I was like, wow, that sucks. That's really unlucky. And then it kept happening over and over again. I guess the dude like got a viral video from it and just decided like, that's just what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to burn my tent down every video. Oh my gosh. 2 Feet Outdoors. Hey, buddy. Hey, Todd, how's it going? Just jumped on to watch. Going good, man. We've been live for a while now. How are you doing, dude? I was supposed to go camp with 2 Feet Outdoors after I did the camp with Smallpox and Sam Bananas, but God, it was just so freaking cold, and I just didn't. It's like it's not fun. You know what I mean? It's just not. I mean, it is. You're still hanging out, so it's still pretty fun, but it's just like it's painful, to be in weather that cold. Like it was, in the single digits, and then with the wind chill and everything. Oh, it's just rough. I'm hoping we can still get together maybe in May before I go to the meetup, though, possibly. One night out. Is that the guy that sets all his tents on fire on purpose? Yeah. Pretty sure he does it on purpose. If he's not doing it on purpose, this guy's the worst luck ever. Hey, Todd, did you ever fix your cot pole thing that broke when you sat on it in the tornado warning video? So that's the cot I have right now. So sorry about moving the camera. It's my computer on my lap. But the pole, it like bent in like that. So what I've been doing, I bent it back a little, but I didn't want to bend it all the way because I didn't want it to completely break. even though I'm pretty sure I could fix it. But anyways, I bent it back, and then I put that one at the foot of the cot. So that way, when I lay down, all it's supporting is my feet at the very end of the cot. So it doesn't really cause any problems or anything. Um, Thayer Jacobs, use a treat, tell him to walk. That's how I taught my dog. That I've been doing that. I can get him to walk, like I said, at least 5 or 6 steps on his back 2 feet to me, and I'll have the treat, and I hold it up just above his mouth, and then I pull it back as he's walking, and that keeps him upright for a pretty good while. Then I let him have it. I really want him to keep doing it though. Also, I'm going to buy him a backpack, like a little hiking backpack. So if I can get him to walk on 2 feet with his backpack on, it'll be hilarious. TBG Fishing, been a long time subscriber. It's awesome watching your channel grow and reach so many people. You're definitely deserving of all the love. Keep them coming. I take my dog out with me on my adventures. Nice, thank you for that, buddy. Yeah, I'm going to take him all the time when he finally gets ready. Becky Sue, I was just going to ask about you camping with 2 feet outdoors. I think you two should explore something abandoned to camp there. 2 feet outdoors finds the craziest places like to explore, like that jail and stuff. Like he gets the best places. I wish there was stuff like that around here. 2 feet outdoors. Should I try to show up to the meetup? Yeah, dude. If you can make it up there, you should totally come. It's Knoebels. Knoebels. I don't know if the city is named Pennsylvania or if that's just I think that's just the name of the amusement park, I believe. Ban Truth, what breed is your dog? It's a Pomapoo. He's half Pomeranian, half mini poodle. He doesn't shed at all, which is awesome. I think that's from the Palmer or the poodle, I guess. One night out, 2 feet outdoors. I'd go if it wasn't 2,000 miles away. Wise Camp Motorcycle. Hello from Australia, Todd. Love your channel. Hey, mate, what time is it there? It's got to be, what, like 10 o'clock in the morning or something like that? I don't know. I don't know what the time difference is. It's tomorrow, I know that. Chase McMillan. Hey, Todd, can we get a view outside? Honestly, it's just a highway. I'm just in a parking lot. And I don't really want to show exactly where I'm at on the live because there's probably people watching this that live around here. And like, I don't think anybody's going to come try to murder me or anything, but I don't know. It just feels weird giving up my location. This isn't where I'm going to sleep tonight. I don't care. I'll show you actually because this isn't where I'm going to sleep tonight, but it's literally just a highway and some restaurants. And I'm just in the parking lot. But yeah. I get paranoid sometimes, y'all. That's why I've never done a live from an actual stealth camp because I don't want anybody to like swat me or something like that, you know. Nobles is the amusement park. I forgot the town name. Yeah, I can't remember what the town name is either. Dogs are the best. My 3: shake hands, fist bump, high five, roll over, give kisses, give hugs, and know the pull my finger trick. They learn so fast. Ellisburg, PA. Yeah, that's where it is. Knoebels Amusement Park in Ellisburg, PA, May the 23rd. There'll be tons of people there. Tons of YouTubers. Hammock Mountain Todd. I'll be down there April 8th through the 12th, and I have an idea. Oh, really? What kind of idea? T-Man Blair, is your store linked in the description? I definitely want to buy a hoodie. I think it is. You know what? I can go and try. Let me see if I can find it real quick, and then just copy it. So I switched from a PC to a MacBook, and I'm still learning like how to do stuff on here. Okay, I tried to share a link in the chat, so maybe that worked. Oh, thank you, Mike. Make your own soda. Todd's Alabama dumpster water. Thanks for the vids and have a cherry pie on me. Appreciate that. I would like to make my own soda. And I've talked about that with Erica, like how cool that'd be if I could come up with my own like soda or something like that. I have no idea how to do that though. Is your RV a fifth wheel? How would the camper top fit? It is a fifth wheel. I'd have to take the camper shell off if we want to leave. Um, I'd have to rent a U-Haul anyways because all the camping gear and stuff I have now. So if we leave, I'll take the camper shell off and we'll have to put it in like a U-Haul with the rest of my stuff. And Karika would have to follow me as I pull the RV. AC music, I genuinely love my MacBook. I love this thing too. I've always used PC, but for editing video, this thing is honestly amazing. I've saved so much time since I've switched to this. Like I went from probably 11, 12 hours editing every time, and now I get done in like 8, even faster if I'm really dedicated and don't take a whole lot of breaks. But I've saved a lot of time. And once I get done editing the video, you have to do something called rendering, right? And I'm not really sure what that does, but you have to do it, and that would take 3 to 4 hours on my PC. And then after that, after your file's done, rendered, and everything's finished, you have to upload it to YouTube. And that's another 4 hours for me. But now the rendering process is done in 20 minutes, so that's another 3 hours of time saved by switching to the Mac. FJ Murray, what's your best dumpster find? I don't know. Like even before I started stealth camping, I've been looking at dumpsters and stuff. One time, me and Karika found hundreds of these. I don't know what they're called, but basically, it's this little tube, and it has little rubber like spikes, not spikes, but little rubber knobs in it. And it was for washing your pet's feet. Right? You put your pet's paw in there, and it like washes them. We found hundreds of those one time. I don't know. I found so much stuff over the years. So much stuff. As far as like on video though, all those snack cakes and stuff I found in that one video, that was the best. Dr. Spy, somebody Todd should buy a boat and call it the Alabama dumpster order. I actually traded a bike for a small boat, but then I gave that boat to my dad for Christmas. But I'm hoping to be maybe I can get something else. Ow, I hit my head again. Maybe I can get something else before the summertime. Hello, Todd from Spokane, Washington. My husband Steve and I are big fans. Love your videos. Keep them coming. Thank you, Stacy. My niece Kelsey was stationed in Spokane. I believe that's where she's Navy veteran, and I believe that's where she was stationed at before she got out. I think that's right. If I'm wrong, or Karika, if you know, you can let me know. I believe that's where she was stationed at. See that she's trying. My niece is trying to talk us. How I keep hitting my head. My niece is trying to talk us into going to California with her. Her husband is stationed in Oxnard, California, in the Navy. And she's finishing up her nursing school, and then she'll go out there. And she's trying to talk us into going out there with her, but I don't know. Christian Henderson, where did you meet Karika? I met her on MySpace, if you guys remember what that is. If you don't know, MySpace was a social media thing before Facebook came along. She thinks I'm lying about this, but I'm not. I messaged like 15 girls one night, and she's the only one who messaged me back. So, and that's how. And then we just talked for like 6 months, and then we finally met in person. But yeah, I was just messaging every girl, playing the numbers. Just kidding. Or am I? Thank you, Dr. Spice. Appreciate that, brother. You guys, I'm going to be able to rebuild the freaking bush with just the donation money. I'm hoping I don't have to rebuild it, that we can just, get it back. I have to order all this stuff. Anyways, MySpace was great. Yeah, I liked MySpace. You had your top 5 friends, and then if you got mad at somebody, you would take them out of your top 5. Daryl, don't do it. I lived in California for 15 years and quickly went back home as soon as I could. Man, the weather's nice there, though. Carrigo face palm. Also, because we live in an RV, we found like a place, like a lot we can rent for our RV. So we don't have to pay the crazy rent that they have there, like you usually would if you just moved to a house or something. Oh, my back's hurting sitting in this chair so long. Let's see. I remember MySpace. Christian Anderson. Wide-eyed wonder. I met my husband on ICQ. Married 22 years. This September, my husband was also messaging lots of ladies and got me. ICQ was just like a messaging app, or not an app. They didn't even have apps back then, right? It was just like a messaging service or something. Broken Tia, would you give away your Campin with Champion shirts or hats in the future? Yeah, I could do like a shirt giveaway. Maybe I'll do that. I'm doing a giveaway in this video I'm filming tonight, so maybe I'll do that in this video. Rob Jam Outdoors. I was never into social media like that, which is probably why my channel is going to take forever to grow. Yeah, honestly, I barely use anything. Like I'm trying to post on Instagram a little more. I have a Facebook group, but been really bad at checking it. YouTube is really the only thing that I've really like stuck with because it's really the only thing I like. I'm not like someone who posts a whole lot of stuff on Facebook or social media or whatever about the food I ate that day or something. You know what I mean? So you don't have to have social media to make it on YouTube. Do you have a favorite band? I don't know. People make fun of me, but I really like the band Creed. Their first album was great. I always say they're not my favorite band, but then when I look at my phone, I have almost all their songs, so maybe they are. But I like all that kind of like '90s rock stuff. Yeah, and I grew up in the '90s, so you know, Metallica, Nirvana, all that stuff, all the grunge stuff. But I also really like old like '90s country music too. I hate the new stuff. I like some Jelly Roll songs, but mostly I don't listen to any new country now. But I like all the '90s country music, like Travis Tritt and Garth Brooks, Randy Travis, anybody named Travis. My kids hate it when I listen to the old country music. I love it. Yeah, so I guess old country music and like rock. Ooh, Ty Conway, my daughter is 7 and loves when you sing and play the guitar. She keeps asking if you're going to do a meet and greet and when can we meet you so you can play the guitar for everybody. Man, I would like to do a meet and greet, but playing my guitar for everybody, that's pretty scary. I'm getting better at it though. Like since I've been putting it in the videos and you guys like say nice things. Like it's building my confidence a little. So maybe I would. I don't know. Like I know you guys on here, you're like, oh, I definitely come to a meet and greet. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, if I do this and no one shows up, that would be embarrassing. But I'll be at Tony Random Adventure 2.0's meetup in Knobles, at Knobles in Ellisburg, PA, May 23rd, though. So I'll be there. Colin Prime, Conway Tweedy is my favorite country singer, and my birthday is on the same day and month as his. I think I like a few Conway Tweedy songs, but I can't remember them now. Is He Still Loving Her Today? Is that a Conway Tweedy song? Ruffy Times, you going to be at the meetup at Knobles? Yep, I'll be there. I will Ace of Hearts. I was at a ranch across the road from George Strait. My stepdad got to shake his hand before too. That's cool. I like George Strait. No Quarter. Try 70s rock Like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. Oh, I do. I listen to. I like Pink Floyd, Ozzy, Led Zeppelin, some Jimi Hendrix. Like mostly, almost any kind of rock music I'll listen to. If you looked at my phone, it's crazy. Like there's rap on there and like metal and a little bit of everything. Literally everything you could think of. No, that's George Jones. That's right. What does Conway Tweedy sing? Texan, you read my comment about Bucky's not being a truck stop on one of your videos. I'm famous now. Did I? A lot of people were saying that. You know what I forgot? Me and Kerika actually stayed in a Bucky's in Tennessee in our RV, though, and they didn't run us off. It was one of the worst spots we ever stayed at, though, because some guy tied his dog to a light pole out front, and then he left the dog. And then the workers came out, took the dog back into Bucky's, and he came back. The guy came back and started accusing me of stealing it. So then he was like around my RV looking under it and stuff. And then I went out there and the employees came out. It was a whole big thing. It was not fun. Wonder with Wilson, am I visible in the chat? Yes, you are. Explore with AJ. Watch Todd get nervous at that event. Oh, I definitely will be. I was nervous last year. AC music. Yeah, I got Metal to Disney on my phone. Yeah. You guys know who Dewey Cox is? I'm going to start telling people Dewey Cox is my favorite singer ever. Ruffy Times, you answer my question as soon as I hit the button. DBG, Conway Tweedy, tight fitting jeans. Oh, okay. I know that song. Play All My Exes Live in Mobile. Isn't that Texas? Black Mamba, one of the goats right here. Are you talking about me? Thank you. Hey, champs. Love your vids, mate. Thanks, buddy. Aloha from Hawaii. Oh, wow. Man, I'd like to go to Hawaii one day. Hey, Todd, do you still enjoy those Mountain House meals? I really do like them. One that Tony gave me last year during the other meetup he did, it wasn't a Mountain House. It was a Peak, too, I believe. I think it was coconut chicken curry. It was delicious. People hate on the Mountain House meals, but I don't know. I think they're not that bad, and they're so easy. Hi from California. Hello, Corvette Kid. Oh, hello, darling. That's a song I remember for sure. Hi from Wisconsin. Hello, Black Mamba. Shy guy, I realized my credit card was gone 3 hours later. What? Dang, maybe it's the same place my bush is. Dr. Spice, the dehydrated camping meals make decent warmers if you don't sit on them. Man, that sucked. I was so hungry. I was already late, like getting to Kevin's house, to Small Plot's house. So I was kind of in a rush. So I didn't stop and eat that day at all. So that was the first time that I was getting to eat the whole day that I was with those guys. And then I freaking squished my Mountain House meals. Mary Ann Hindley, my husband Kevin and I love watching your adventures. Keep up the great work. Thank you, guys. Christian Anderson, you're my favorite YouTube channel. You and Sam Bananas. Well, thank you. I'm having to I know I need glasses. I'm like having to squint at the chat just to read it. What's your favorite Southern meal? I love biscuits and gravy. I love freaking biscuits and gravy. Southern meal? I don't know. I really like kraut and weenies. You guys know what that is? It's just sauerkraut with chopped up fried hot dogs in it. Colin Prime, goodbye, hello, darling. Oh, yeah, there's all the Conway songs. Might be able to enlarge the chat. Possibly. I'm not seeing. I'm afraid to click anything. Leftover bacon. Love your videos, Todd. You're a down to earth, genuine person. Basically, the southern version of Steve Wallace. Hey, the southern version of Steve Wallace is better than the Timu version of Steve Wallace. I remember reading that comment. I thought it was hilarious. I believe. I believe that I read. No, I wasn't reading comments back then. But I remember on the bridge video, I'm pretty sure someone said that to me. They may have just said that to me like online and I didn't read it. But anyway, someone told me I was the Timu version of Steve Wallace or the Wish version. I can't remember. I like the Southern version better though. Marianne Hindley, my husband said to tell you roll tide roll. Yeah, roll tide, man. I wish we could get Nick Saban back. Get some cheap Dollar Tree glasses. Maybe I should try that. Dr. Spies Kraut and Weenie sounds like a strange after effect of Operation Paperclip, like all the German restaurants in Huntsville. Hey, it does sound kind of German now that I think about it. Wish list, Steve. Is that what someone called me? There was one of those Wish.com, Timu. Uh, yeah, one of the basically a generic Steve Wallace. My favorite comment one time was somebody said that I was what happened if joke, if Steve Wallace and Forrest Gump had a baby. That was freaking hilarious. Oh man, y'all, it is getting cold in here. It was the Wish version of Steve Wallace. Okay, that's what I thought. Do you like Merle Haggard? I like Mama Tried. That's Merle Haggard, right? What else? I think that may be the only song I know. That's the only one I can think of right now. Do you like bluegrass? You know, I haven't really listened to a lot of bluegrass. Lego Islander. Hey Todd, do you think the couch cushions you found are still there? Also, when the camera fell over at Bass Pro Shops, I couldn't stop crying of laughter. I almost cried because I thought my camera was broken. No, I caught that one. It's happened so many times now, but I caught it that time, I remember. Those couch cushions, I think that was behind Applebee's, if I remember correctly. And yeah, I guarantee you they're still there. They look like they've been there for a while. Nerd County Project, hey champion from North Arkansas. Hello in Arkansas. Uh, Inspired Designs, hi from Kentucky. Never missed an episode. Love your channel. Thank you. Stacy Marie Cartwright. You're an original you, Todd. That's why I watched. Thank you. It was crazy finding you in the comments in the J Stew channel. Yeah, I comment on people's videos all the time, like that I watch. You know what I mean? Like I don't just stop commenting because I make YouTube videos too. I really love J Stew, man. I wish they wouldn't have freaking uh wish they wouldn't have stopped, but I guess they wanted to do different stuff. Where we at? Dad, daughter, outdoors. Got to hit the hay. Todd, blessings, brother. Stay safe. Continue prayers. Thanks again for sharing blessings from dad and daughters. Thank you guys for coming on here and asking some questions and stuff. Do you like Mickey Gilly? I lived in the trailer park that was an urban cowboy. I don't think I know that. I don't think I know who that is, honestly. Why do you never bring butter or oil to cook? Do you burn your food? Because most of the stuff I bring to cook, it doesn't need butter. I mean, like when I fried bologna, I bring oil, you know, but most of the times I'm eating stuff out of a can or something, so it's not really any need for it. Nick Jenkins, you better get into that bluegrass and some Billy Strings. I've heard of Billy Strings, just don't know any of his songs. Like I was saying earlier, my friend Lance, his brother Billy Droz, he plays bluegrass, uh, but he also plays country music. I like his country music. You should bring back the spider. I don't know what happened to that spider. I don't know if we still have it or what. Dyer Jacobs, hey Todd, love when you go live in your videos, but I have to say goodnight. I have to smoke 7 racks of ribs and 2 briskets. Dang. Lost in Wax, are you camping right now? Yeah, I'm in my camper shell in the back of my truck. Inspired Designs. I'm a female truck driver, and you are the favorite part of my week on Fridays when I come home. That's cool. My mom was a truck driver. The spider is right behind you in the camper. What time is it where you're at? It is 10:43. Actually, guys, I think I'm going to get off here. Um, that's the way I go park somewhere else for the night, and I'm freezing, so I want to get a coat on. Anything else before I go? Urban Cowboy. Hey, wait, I think I have seen Urban Cowboy. I think. Is that not with George Strait or something like that, or am I thinking somebody else? Do you ever think you'll strut your to Gunnersville? I'm in Gunnersville all the time. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off here. This has been fun. I can't believe how much time has passed. I didn't know it was that late until someone asked what time it was. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here and finish this camp out tonight. Find somewhere to park for the night, and I'll do another live stream when we get to like 25,000 subscribers, which are not too far away now, which is freaking unbelievable to me. But thank you guys so much. Thank you, every one of y'all, for all the donations too. That was crazy. I really, really, really appreciate it. Like I said, you guys don't ever have to donate. Just watching the videos is like all I ever ask from you guys. So I appreciate it, and y'all see this full camp tomorrow night at some time. It may be a little late. I don't know how to stop it. Oh, there it is. All right. Bye, everybody.